You were shady.
Hey, Sam,
You were shady. You were shady.
Holy shit.
All right, we're live. We're ready. Let's go.
All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to
You were shady.
this podcast. Let's introduce everybody. I am Sam, and I am Sam, and Sam I am, green eggs and ham. Let's go to the guy on my left.
Hi, I'm Chris. I'm assuming I'm the guy on the left, but I'm Chris, and I don't know what to say, so I'm going to pass it to the guy in the black Under Armour hoodie above me.
What's going on, guys? My name is Tyler. I'll pass it over to the Patriot over here.
What's up? I'm TJ.
And I guess I'm last to join this
specific.
time. Hello, everyone. I am Joseph.
All right.
Oh, wait, hold up.
So,
Probably
as-
not that guy.
So what this is if any of you guys have watched any of our channels, as you can see, we all have one thing in common, and that is we are all entertainment buffs. So this podcast, we're going to talk about movies, TV shows, video games, and all of us kind of have a big influence in one of those, or like we're influenced by one of those individually. So I'm kind of like the movie guy, whereas Tyler, the blonde blued hair guy.
I am clearly the baseball guy.
You're clearly the baseball guy. That's right. And then we got two wrestling heads.
Right over
The two
here.
heads above me.
Literally.
And also, Rain is into video games. Rain plays games. Show him the shirt, Joseph.
Yep, just got this recently.
That will
There you go.
not
Looks
be
just
on.
like
That will not be on his merch line.
And if you guys are lucky, you might see him get mad today.
Oh.
Oh, you will see him get
You
mad
are
today.
saying.
So,
I'm pretty sure you will see him get mad today with this guy in the chat.
oh, yeah. So Chris is our math guy. And
You.
all right.
You're lucky I'm drinking my apple juice.
Your little kitty.
All right, so what are we starting with here?
It's clearly apple juice.
I
guy.
think I like to talk about some movies. I like talking about movies. Movies are
you're the
fun.
music guy.
Movies are cool. I am the everything guy.
No,
like
let's
a-
not
like
say
a- like
that
a-
much.
like a
Hey,
bagel.
hold up. You saying a lot by saying you're a guy.
I am just a human being. All right.
That's better.
So, has anyone seen Godzilla vs. Kong? Because that is like the new big movie
Yeah,
that's
the,
out right
the
now.
ultimate boss is
Yeah.
right there at the back.
I'll be planning on watching it once the Mortal Kombat movie starts to be released.
Are you
Well-
gonna get HBO Max?
Possibly, yeah.
Okay.
It's just expensive.
Tyler, what were you gonna say?
What I was gonna say is if since he hasn't seen it yet, is tune in because mute yourself. There might be some spoilers.
Mute your fucking mics.
Yeah, there might be some spoilers. What I find interesting though is that like this hit like a lot of box office records since like the pandemic started. And I don't know, like I haven't seen a movie in theaters since they opened back up and I saw that Freaky movie with Vince Vaughn where it's like Freaky Friday but it's a horror movie.
I want
And
to
I
see
was
it.
like,
I want to see that movie for that girl. 'Cause she
It's
was in
funny.
Oh
Super
yeah,
Bad.
by far.
it's a funny movie, yeah. What was the last movie all you guys saw in theaters, if you guys remember?
Sonic
Theaters,
the Hedgehog.
Rise of Skywalker.
Same, Rise of
Wow.
Skywalker.
I'm gonna feel really bad. Halloween, the new Halloween that came out in like 2000.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
that was like almost 3 years ago.
I know.
Jeez.
It's been a while.
All we know is that
Corona fucked
the guy over
everything up, man.
the guy over here loves going to the movies with me.
You're pointing at a black screen.
You're,
right
yeah,
now.
you're pointing. Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
I'm sorry. On my screen, this is the
Hey,
black screen.
Chris, do I have your condolence to
No.
tell? No, come on, man, it's a funny story.
Yeah.
Wait. What's is this
You were
the story
no,
I'm thinking
hold
of?
on. You gave me shit earlier, so I'm gonna give you shit now. Okay, so I'm gonna try to.
I'm assuming this is the story
I'm gonna
about the
try to-
glasses.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Okay,
try
then
to-
go ahead.
so,
I don't care.
Let's say me and Chris were a little up there one day, and we went to go see The Force Awakens, and we went to go see an IMAX. So I buy my ticket. He already is getting his glasses, his IMAX glasses. IMAX glasses, Chris. Remember that.
Oh shit.
So
I
anyways,
remember now.
So the girl who gives the girl at the kiosk gives him the glasses, and he was like, "Wait a minute, these aren't the normal glasses." And I'm like sitting there, I'm like, "Why didn't you take the glasses and go?" I'm still buying my ticket. And then I walk up and I hear what the fucking conversation's about, and I'm like, "Grab the fucking glasses and go." And then later we're like sitting in the theater, and then I hear someone laugh like. And Chris looks over at me. He's like, "What the fuck was that?" One of my funniest movies.
Dude fucking snorted.
You know, I
Those
might.
glasses, I like to keep them and poke the things out of the eyes and make them look like glasses. I couldn't do those with those IMAX glasses.
Oh, you're talking about
Turn these into regular glasses afterwards,
Those
right?
the real 3D glasses you get at AMC.
the ones that are literally like paper for the lens that you can literally
Oh,
just
I
pop out.
hated those.
The ones that used to
Enjoy
come
that
with
nose
like those
cut.
fucking movies back in the day, dude.
Yeah,
like
Really?
Freddie
My
Mercury
Kids 3D movie used to come with like 2 pairs, and they were like
Oh,
fucking like paper, and they had like they were awful.
That's
not
something
the
I never
paper ones. I'm talking about those
understood.
black plastic ones with like the very thin lenses.
Those ones too.
They really
I
just
know
put
what
them out.
I know what TJ's talking about because the ones
I do
that
too,
like,
though.
one lens was red and the other was blue.
Yeah.
They're like
Dude,
white-
I
it looks
never
like white
understood
borders with
that.
a blue and a red.
Yeah.
See, when I saw Spy Kids 3D Game Over, they gave us.
Hey bro, don't be shitting on Spy Kids.
Now you're on the topic
Yeah,
for
you
video
better,
games.
you better stop real quick.
You
Let's
better stop before
yeah.
something happens.
Let him
Now,
finish.
yeah,
Let
now
him
you're
finish.
basically we're talking about like a topic of a movie that was like had a video game inside that movie. I would also like to say is like for speaking about like movies that are based off video games, over half of those time they're not really gonna like work well. Like, okay, other than me, has any of you actually seen the Super Mario Brothers movie?
We don't
Yeah,
talk
no,
about that
terrible.
movie.
Oh no, we're gonna talk about. We're gonna
watched
shit
it.
on
Fucking
right on top of it.
I don't know
That
about you guys, but I like to watch good movies.
Yeah, video game movies don't really
Hold
work
on, dude.
well.
Wait,
you know?
There's a
few.
few that worked out
Hold
well.
up. I don't know if this counts as a video game movie, but Ready Player One was good.
Ready
That
Player
counts.
One.
I've
I
never
don't think
slightly,
it counts.
it slightly counts.
It's like
But-
the Infinity War of.
It's a video game. It's a video game atmosphere, but it's not based off of a real video game.
Right.
The
It's
only
based off of a
time that-
VR.
Yeah, the
Well,
only time that I
VR,
would really
it's-
count it as a video game movie if it's based off a video game. Like, there has already been 2 movies based off Mortal Kombat. The first one was good. The second one was, like, not so good. Here's hoping that the
be
reboot
generous.
one is
Oh.
actually...
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't be generous on either of those.
And to add on top of that, I think the reboot, this new one's gonna be awesome. It looks
I
like
think
that
so,
they're
too.
actually paying like homage and giving
Wait.
the fans on what they want to see, which is all these like cool fatalities. And I think this is the perfect time to make it with like all the cool like technology we have and,
And
shit
the
like
technology and the technology is just going to keep getting better. So
And-
the same
and you know-
producers.
I want to call up
that.
timeout.
Right. Okay.
Hi, TJ. All right, time back in.
All right.
What the hell is
But what
that?
I was gonna say is I think, and this is just me personally, I think it should go about how Godzilla versus Kong kind of went, where like the plot doesn't have to be this great, like over the top thing. Like we're not watching the Mortal Kombat movie about the story. We're watching to see cool fatalities. That's what they should focus on. Just like how Godzilla versus Kong's like, all right, let's dive deep into why they're fighting. No, we want to see these two monsters fight, and that's exactly why it paid off. So that's kind of what I'm hoping for the Mortal Kombat movie. I hope they're not going to rely too much on like what the plot's doing, and more about. And I know they have to please the video game fans. Like they have to like make the characters as cool as they are in the video game. I'm not too into the video game.
Sub-Zero and Scorpion look really good. And
And that's all that
Oh
matters.
yeah. Like they did everything right with this with the Mortal Kombat movie that's coming out. Look at the video game evolution from like MK6 to like MK10. Just the technology of the CGI and what they've done with that to make it well. Also, on top of that, they have so much more brutal and creative fatalities that CGI, like back in 2003, would have never been able to accomplish now.
Mm-hmm. It would have looked like fucking Jar Jar Binks and Phantom Menace.
Hey, don't be shit on my favorite.
Wait!
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Jar Jar.
Shut the fuck up.
Dude, now that I think about it, even movie-based video games might not end up being the same way.
Look at the Ghostbuster games. They were fucking awful too.
Hey, motherfucker! The Lego Star Wars was
Hey,
awesome.
you know what
The
games?
Lego games
you know,
have usually
Those are
been good.
different. Yeah,
Lego games are
games
fucking
are good.
awesome.
they are. The Lego Star Wars games are awesome.
The Lego DC Villains game. Check.
I haven't played that
was
one.
really
I like the Lego Batman. I played the first one as a kid.
The ones
And
that I have yet to try playing is the Lego Indiana Jones one.
I
good.
really
That came
quite-
with, dude. When I
Hold
got
on.
my first 360, that and like Kung Fu Panda came with it, and they were actually.
Way to
they
show
were
your
actually
age there,
decent
bud.
games.
Wait, are you talking
I
about?
was 16 when I got my first 360.
I was gonna say, yeah, I was like 10 years old when I got my first 360.
Same over here.
Well, one thing I'd like to say, like when
Hey, I remember
talking
playing on
about-
OG Xbox. Not gonna lie. I
Yes,
remember
dude.
playing on
Yeah,
that shit.
that's
Yeah.
what I played the Lego games on. But one
The
video
OG
game that I'm
Xbox.
actually kind of looking forward to, that's based on a movie, is this new
House Party.
Star Wars. Is this new? I want to see the movie House.
No!
We're not starting
Stop
that right now.
while you're ahead.
Just turn on a porno. You want to see the movie House
Rated
Party.
R for wrong.
It streams live at Pornhub.com.
But all right, on a real note, is that new Star Wars game that's being hyped up? That's going to be like an open world. Now, no, they're doing it's. I think it's just called Star Wars, and at least that's like the working title right now, from my knowledge. But it's going to be like a whole open world video game, which is what they should do. And I think because like a lot of the Star Wars video games aren't all that, at least the most recent ones. Jedi, what's that new one with the guy
Squad
from
Runners, I believe.
main character?
Or,
Jedi Fallen Order.
yeah, I think
That
so.
one was
yeah.
okay. It
The one
wasn't.
who had
Star Wars
Cameron
Tales from
Monaghan.
Galaxy.
Yeah, Cameron Monaghan.
Those
That's
two.
his name. The thing about that is that like, I think the story was good, but the style of the video game's not my personal style for a video game.
Are you talking
What's
about? Are you talking about like
It was
the
good for a
I know,
Star
style?
Wars game.
And
I was gonna say,
I
an
don't
open
Better than
world.
fucking Battlefront.
Yes, that was
Yeah,
about to say.
agreed. Agreed.
I have a question since we're on the Star Wars topic. What's everyone's favorite Star Wars character? Mine is
Okay,
Boba.
are we going by? Are we going by?
We're going by every
prequels,
single movie.
sequels,
Every movie.
Every
Every
movie.
movie.
Okay, by
Just in
movie.
general.
All-time favorite Star Wars character. Mine's Boba Fett.
I think me and Sam might have the same answer.
You are
Mine's
screaming in my ear, sir.
Yeah.
Probably Han.
Wait,
Probably-
Han might be mine.
Sam, what did you
Joseph?
say?
Mine's probably Darth Vader, and I know that's so generic, but it's
Hold on.
I thought me and you had basically the same mind and gonna be saying Darth Maul.
Well, you were shading.
I'm gonna say this. When I was a kid, my favorite character of all time was Anakin until I realized how much of a crybaby bitch he is.
right.
Yeah.
And that's what I like. I like
Fuck
Darth
hates
Vader.
that.
I'm not huge on Anakin. And what's crazy is that I'm not trying to down the guy entirely, but like George
Hayden Christensen
Lucas
though is a
wrote
good
those.
actor. I'm not gonna lie.
But the more I think about it now, I think my recent favorite is actually Palpatine, Dewey.
Of course.
Yeah, I can see it. I can see that.
I love Obi-Wan Kenobi, but like Ben Solo, I don't know. But now, I mean, hold on, man.
Kylo Ren.
Grogu. Grogu's the best fucking character.
Okay, I'm talking about movies. I'm not talking about the TV shows.
Well, I mean, it all kind of falls under the same thing. It's all the same universe.
Yeah,
It falls under the same shit.
It's the
but I
most
meant the
popular
movies.
Star Wars thing right now.
I meant the movies, not TV shows. I meant to exclude TV shows because if we're talking about that, then Grogu is by far the favorite. I know. I should have specified.
So last week, WrestleMania happened, and once again, for the second year in a row, it was a 2-night event. And so me and TJ basically had been watching.
Hi TJ.
So TJ, how long would you say that you've been watching wrestling?
I've been watching wrestling since I was like 4 years old, dude.
You're
So,
4 years old.
Like almost 25 years.
Damn.
Yeah.
So for me, I've been watching wrestling
like to cut in really quick and say that Roman Reigns is the Tom Brady of WWE.
I'm getting really close to my microphone.
Okay, so for me, I had my first look at wrestling in 2002, but I got into watching wrestling in 2004, just when the 2004 lottery draft happened, which was after a whole week after WrestleMania that time, which was WrestleMania 20. So night one's main event was Bianca Belair versus Sasha Banks for the SmackDown Women's Championship, as night two was a triple threat main event for the Universal Championship, which had Roman Reigns against the Royal Rumble winner Edge and Daniel Bryan.
So let me jump in there real quick. So talking about the whole WrestleMania kind of thing, what would you feel would have been the best match for people that haven't seen it? What for this particular one?
So are you saying out of all the WrestleManias that have happened?
No, just this one.
Okay, for this one, night one,
Seth Rollins and Cesaro.
Yes, I'm gonna have to say that. And as for was that even on night one?
It was on night one.
Okay, then on night two,
The main event.
Yeah, the main event.
That triple threat main event. I mean, both main events were fucking incredible. They were both really good. I mean, if I had to show one of those matches to a person who hasn't watched wrestling, I mean, as much as it kills me to fucking say this, I hate Roman Reigns and I always will, but that match that him, Edge, and Daniel Bryan put on was a fucking classic. It was a very good match, and Roman kind of carried it. I mean, Edge looked really good, and so did Daniel Bryan, dude. But Roman, going back to 2013 and on, Roman was never good on the mic. He wasn't the best wrestler, but holy shit, he got so much better over the years.
Yeah,
and that man can cut a promo now. He's a good wrestler.
I'm gonna throw a chair over your ass.
Do you feel though? Here, I have a question about that though, and I know this is what a lot of people that aren't into him feel. Do you still feel like that he is just Vince McMahon's pride possession?
Not
and that
so
they're
much
still
now.
overdoing and I love Roman Reigns. From what I watch, I like him, but I do understand where people are coming from. He's he's just the golden boy. You know what I mean?
Not so much now, though.
Okay.
I mean, to me, it seems like Vince is giving more opportunities to people. I mean, look, Drew McIntyre just held the title for a year.
We had that.
And I never would have saw that coming. That's for sure. And then I mean, but see,
it's like giving the people what they want around this time, but then again, it's not always going to be the same way.
Well, see, I feel like that's kind of it's not an actual it's a sport and whatnot. It does take physical it does take a physical way to actually wrestle in there and actually take the hits and whatnot, even if they are staged. but it's also like a character development between whatever persona that they have, and it ought to be a marketing tactic to the audience. If you're putting this storyline together in a sense that, like, let's just say, you know, Roman Reigns and somebody else are going head to head, hype about it for like a good few months before this said WrestleMania happens. They need to make it look like there's some underdog winner and make it a classic
Which is,
match.
of course, how the Royal Rumble to WrestleMania is, because the start of the road to WrestleMania is the Royal Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
That's
and
my
another
favorite event of the
thing,
year.
and I love Royal Rumble too. I always watch those. Another thing that like you have to think about is that they have no choice but to start appealing to the audience more, which I think they were lacking within the last, I don't know, few years. And now that AEW is a competitor, and it is a top competitor, and AEW,
let's talk about that for a minute.
It's a AEW is a remnant to how exactly WWE was when we were all fucking children. It was,
I mean, look at the Monday Night Wars back in the 2000s, dude.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
sorry,
Those were
late
high.
90s.
Mid to late 90s.
WWF versus WCW. WCW beat them like 83 weeks in a row on Monday night. And then they added, no, I forgot what ended it, but either way. We just had the Wednesday Night Wars with NXT and Dynamite. NXT just moved to Tuesday nights because they were getting their asses kicked in the ratings every single week.
And you gotta think,
about the final week for that was basically NXT taking the most views for that week, and that was basically the final week for it.
Their first AEW's first week that they didn't have NXT as competition, they got over 1 million viewers.
Well, you gotta think of it this way as well. With these particular types of events, these are all pay-per-view. So they have to change their dates in order to secure the most amount of money financially for that whole franchise. Because if they don't, and they have someone else, they're just going to whittle away. So if you got this particular event that goes on Monday night pay-per-view, which would just say is WWE, and then the following night is then AEW, they're both going to be able to rack in people.
This is the way I look at it. And this is the way every wrestling fan should look at it. We have options. There's so many different options now for us. You could watch WWE. You could watch AEW. You got NWA. There's a real sport, sir.
Well, and then also
lives and careers end in WWE and in wrestling.
You also have the ones within WWE, SmackDown and Raw. They're two.
Those are just brands.
Yeah,
yeah,
so
but isn't like cheerleading kind of like more eventful than the
like
other?
Cheerleading,
or they do different.
Think of it as like think of it as like
more of a Raw guy as a kid.
Think of it for like MLB. Think of it as like the National League and the American League for baseball.
Yeah, basically like that. The annoying thing that I hate when it comes to like the split brand for that is like
what you mean, the NHL and the AHL?
What was it? It was 2012, I believe, that after Raw hit the 1000th episode.
Yeah, you look at those snaps.
Every episode to this day is 3 hours long. Yes, SmackDown is still 2 hours, but it's like it was all fun and games. It was like, oh great, 3 hours worth of it. Now that you look at it, it's more like promos and commercials than the actual wrestling
it's
itself.
Too long. I think they need to bump it back down to 2, and it'll be fine.
If it goes
There's
down
too much
to
shit
2
going
again,
on.
I'll be happy with that. It's
Zero.
like,
Well, I mean, there's a lot of things that factor into a 3 hour versus 2 hour thing, and that's anything TV related in general. The more time that you have set for yourself, especially for a sporting event, that's where people are going to start putting in their commercials. So Joseph's right. You're going to see a lot more commercials, but it can be spaced out a little bit better versus a 2 hour episode where everything's going to have to be super condensed. Now, it goes either way, because it's like, do you want to watch all of it and get majority of the ads out of the way in the middle, or do you want it to where it kind of spaces out? It just depends on how much you can retain as a viewer.
It's kind of spaced out. You know, that's what I've kind of noticed, especially
now,
lately.
yeah, definitely with that. Now would actually be the best time to switch to a different sports topic. Chris, what do you have?
And now Chris here for hockey.
The math guy!
No!
Chris is like,
The math guy. It is him as he comes from his college dorm.
Let's see here. I'm actually in an apartment off campus, but
In an apartment campus off campus near you.
literally the campus is 2 minutes that way, straight in front of me. But hockey. Let's talk about hockey. All right.
who's your favorite team?
I don't know. I fucking hate the Hawks. Can't you tell?
Dude, yeah. About them Hawks, bro.
No, my favorite hockey team is the Chicago Blackhawks. The second favorite is Vegas Golden Knights.
Who's your favorite player on the Blackhawks?
Alex DeBrincat, number 12.
Okay.
Good choice.
But my all-time
Kane or Jonathan Taves, honestly, it's just the
Well,
most cliche
Taves-
answer anybody can give.
Yeah.
I think Chris is more.
DeBrincat this season is having a phenomenal fucking year.
You said
Yeah.
Kane
He's
is?
on pace with DeBrincat. He's on pace
DeBrincat.
with 30 goals. He's fourth in the entire league on goals right now.
I miss
He has
Corey Crawford.
Yeah, but Corey Crawford, everyone's going to miss Corey Crawford. But Kevin Likkonen, oh my fucking god, have you seen
Either
that
goalie,
guy?
you know?
Dude.
Holy shit, Likkonen is on fire.
I don't watch a lot
But-
of hockey, so you're educating me here, Chris.
Yeah, same
Okay.
here.
Our starting goaltender since Corey Crawford retired, well, technically Bowman didn't decide to retire him. I'm going to say this much to all our viewers. You will find out throughout the podcast. I despise Stan Bowman because if spoilers for episode 1 of season 1 of Game of Thrones if you haven't seen it, but you know Sean Bean's head on a stake? That's what I wish Stan Bowman would be.
This guy, what the fuck?
I fucking hate that guy.
Ned Stark dies.
But-
Fuck.
By the way, for you non-hockey viewers out there in Chicago, all you non-Chicago fans out there, Stan Bowman is our GM. And he traded away all our good-ass players. And the best part is he traded away Panarin for Saad to get Saad back. And then he traded Saad the following year to get Sidorov. So you basically traded Panarin for
But
Sidorov.
that's
So
typical.
fuck you.
But that is typical
No,
Chicago teams.
No.
That is typical Chicago
No.
teams.
No,
Right
no.
there.
Bowman needs to fucking get
Well,
fired.
Bowman needs to get
Bowman-
fired. All these GMs or all these Chicago teams need to get fired and redoed because they all do the
Fuck
same
yeah.
shit. Look at
Right now,
look at the
this
Cubs.
team right here
Look
is
at
in
the
a
Chicago
rebuild, but we're
Cubs.
also in a playoff spot, a contender. We're a playoff contender.
What's their
We're
record?
2 points
Exactly
out of a
what the-
playoff spot.
That's what the White Sox were in last year. They were a playoff contender, yet they were still a building team.
Yeah.
I know. I'm just saying, like, we're in a rebuild team. Like, all I'm not 100% on this because I haven't been really paying attention to people's ages because I care about hockey, not ages. But I think Patrick Kane, as of right now, is next to Duncan Keith, are the 2 oldest players on the roster. Our youngest is 18 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And how's he looking?
And
how's he like?
fucking
doing?
fantastic.
Okay.
Which one? Ooh, the
So
18-year-old?
yeah,
Fantastic.
no, from the way you're making it sound, then it seems like it can only go up from here.
No,
The average age of the Blackhawks right now, the average age of the Blackhawks is like 20, 21. We're the
That's
youngest
a-
team.
that's a
I know
young
age
team.
can only go up from here. I'm talking about the play of the game.
No, but he's
Oh,
but
no, our
no.
play of the game is fantastic. We actually, at the beginning of the season, everyone counted Chicago to be 31st out of 31 teams. Last fucking place. And as of right now, if I haven't checked the standings, but last I checked, we're like 16th in the league. And that's pretty fucking good.
Well, you got to think
And-
there was a lot of charisma and chemistry that was with the Chicago Blackhawks before they lost all these players. You know, most
Well,
of
we
these
had to
people,
because of the cap.
most of these people,
salary cap.
yeah, but most of these people that we ended up losing were a part of a 3-time Stanley Cup champions.
Oh,
So
yeah.
there's a whole new there's a whole new chemistry that they need to actually build. And if they do that, which it looks like they are, if they're not, they're going in the
Holy
right
shit,
direction.
you should see the fucking
Give
chemistry
them-
on the ice.
give
I don't
them
know if you guys
3
watch the
years.
game,
Give-
but our chemistry on the ice is fucking on point.
Give
That's
us
all I'm gonna say.
3 more seasons, and we'll probably have another Stanley Cup if they keep this going.
There's
You don't
so
think
many
so?
other leagues. There's so many other teams in the league right now that are so much better than us. By far. Like, you got fucking Colorado right now. Colorado is
Isn't Vegas up there, too?
undefeated.
But
Vegas
how
is
many?
up there, but Colorado is the
But
favorite
how
to
many
win the cup
players
this
on
year.
Colorado are above 30?
I don't know. I haven't paid attention. But not a lot. I'm not most are over the age of
About
30.
45.
Most of the
It's
league
about
is young.
45% of
All
their
the
starting
veterans are
lineup.
retired.
About 45% of their starting lineup is over 30. So they only got a couple more years.
All I'm going to say is that Colorado's going to win this year. If not, I'll be shocked. Because Colorado is a fucking beast.
They're a very good team. No, they're a very good team, but they don't got a lot.
Colorado Avalanche right now are fucking everyone up.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm saying. Okay. I don't know what else to say about hockey, but I'm glad to talk about hockey. So if you have any questions, shoot them my way. I'll try to answer them the best I can.
I think something we haven't brought up yet that Tyler can take the lead on here. Get into some music fear.
I do think you're jumping
Tyler,
a little bit, so we're going to be on for half an hour.
Well, I mean,
but go ahead.
We can go back and forth. That's fine.
All right, I'm just saying.
I'm looking at the comments right now on Twitch. It's like Hawklands
Football,
or
baseball.
Hawklands. Yeah, football, baseball.
I don't like football, so I'm not the person to talk about football. I can barely talk about baseball.
Wearing the football gear.
Yeah.
Well, what are we gonna?
I despise football.
I mean, if you can't tell, I'm a Patriots fan, and
I thought you were a Bears fan.
we
Field
No
goal.
one from
Bad for all these
Chicago is
Bears
even
fans,
a Bears fan.
for real.
Yeah.
I feel bad for all the Bears fans right now.
This is the only team you should cheer for in Chicago, and the White Sox.
And I
But
was gonna
mainly
say,
this
but-
team.
No, I mean, I feel
Even
bad
though Boston did just whoop your ass, though. Just saying. But go ahead.
What Sox won today?
The Red Sox won yesterday. I didn't know. I didn't look at the score.
The Sox won 3-2 today.
Mm-hmm.
All I know is that Red Sox.
The Bears,
Raise the
dude.
roof.
Oof. It's a big oof.
Well,
going
the
on
thing
with
is,
Russell
they're
Wilson?
one of
I hear
those
that you guys
teams
should get
that
him.
look like they're going to head in a good direction at the beginning, and like literally the second like you think, then it looks like that. It just
My question though about the Bears is, if you don't mind,
Go for it.
I saw that you guys are supposed to be trying to get Russell Wilson from Seattle. Is that still a thing?
They signed Andy Dalton. That was the dumbest.
That's literally the only thing I know about football is that you're
that
getting Russell
Chicago has
Wilson.
ever done, and I'm not fucking exaggerating when I say that. The fact that they took Andy Dalton, a washed-up quarterback from Cincinnati and Dallas, may I add, he had a decent
Cincinnati
career
was
when he
a
was with Cincinnati. He sucked when he was with Dallas, and then the Bears pick him up. They announce he's going to be the starter.
But here's the thing.
Root for Chicago.
I'm kind of afraid of that because if he can't adapt between different teams and different play styles, and it didn't work for Dallas, how the hell is that going to work for the Bears?
Yeah, exactly.
They were better off. They were better off picking him up as a rookie.
I do like his little
picking
April
somebody
Fool's
up.
joke he pulled, though. The Russell Wilson's. At least I think it was him. All I know is I went on Facebook one day and I saw that it was on not one day. I mean April Fool's Day, April 1st. I went on Facebook and I saw Russell Wilson has signed with the Bears. And I read all the comments and like
that would have been a very good. I mean, Chicago. I mean, they wouldn't have been the best team, but I mean, they would have had maybe a bit of a chance. You know, if they had Russell Wilson. That's something that they need, dude. They need a good quarterback. They got a good running back. They got a good receiving core.
Although they have a good team other than the quarterback.
They kind of do. I mean, their defense is kind of eh.
You do have that one guy that punched that one guy in the face. That's all I know.
I forgot what the hell his name was, but I know who you're talking about.
I was in Disney at the time watching the football team versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I think they are. I don't know football, but all I know is that I was watching that, and that was the game that Tom Brady's like 4? No, it's 3rd, motherfucker. 4? Yeah. And then that guy just got punched in the face or some shit. At least I think that's the game. I don't know. I don't like football.
I think it was, but you know.
My family loves football, so that's how I know a little about it. But
Patriots, on the other hand,
lost Tom Brady, and now they suck.
Yeah.
well,
I mean, he's not wrong, you know.
Who's their quarterback again?
Cam Newton.
You guys picked up Cam
Carolina or
Newton?
some shit?
But that like brought
Cam
some
Newton.
like, that brought some light to the darkness at the beginning. I
Wait,
thought.
And
no! Super Bowl last year?
And then the year that he
Or
just
not
had
last
was
year, like
god
2 years ago?
fucking awful. Huh?
Didn't Cam Newton go to like the Super Bowl or some shit 2 years ago?
He went to the Super Bowl, not 2 years ago, but he went.
I know he played for Carolina, right?
He did. He went and he played Peyton Manning in the Super Bowl, the Denver Broncos.
And who the fuck am I thinking of played for Seattle?
Russell Wilson.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, he went to the Super Bowl.
Hey, I have never been to
row.
Seattle, but I really want to go. I love Seattle.
Well, and talking about football and like what's happened recently, as someone who lives out in Tampa and saw like the phenomenon, I'm happy for like.
You saw your quarterback throw the trophy across.
And I'm happy for the people out here that are Bucs fans. They finally got to like see their team win. And, that's nice and all, but at the same time,
you got the Lightning.
I feel like about that is like the people that actually like did shit in that game aren't even original Buck players. They're all trade-in.
It's just like what happened with Golden State in the NBA years ago when they picked up Stephen Curry and I can't remember people.
Thompson.
Yeah, Clayton Thompson. They basically picked all these people out and created like this all-star team, and then it was them and the Cavaliers like for 4 years in a row finals, which was so fucking stupid.
Check the snap really quick.
No, but back to Tampa Bay.
Social media.
They made a lot of good additions this year. They picked up Leonard Fournette, and then Brady, and then Rob Gronkowski.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They had a very good team.
But that's what happens when you have a team that's been placing in the bottom for the longest time. They get first draft picks, and they also have all this money built up because they spent the least amount of money on these said people, and then used it to create
Brady
this
took a
big
pay
ass.
cut.
Yeah, but still, it's more than what they were paying their last quarterback.
That's the thing about Brady that I really like too, is the fact that he was willing to take a pay cut to get all of these guys in there, so he had weapons. He had a whole his receiving core this year is probably the best receiving core in the NFL right now. You have Mike Evans, Godwin, Gronk. It's fucking insane.
Here's the thing.
Speaking about Gronk, it's ridiculous how WWE signed him and then immediately had to go back to the NFL.
Well, see, here's my issue. Here's my issue with the whole Tom Brady can cut and to get all these people. He can sit there and tell Tampa that all he wants, but in reality, he's making his money that he's getting from the NFL. He's got equity cuts from probably all these other brands of his jerseys, his names, his custom tees, all that shit.
Do you know how much money that man made in bonuses alone?
I don't even want to know.
He's
makes me
playoff games,
he's
winning
the golden
Super
boy of
Bowls.
the NFL. I don't
It's
know.
insane.
Don't you feel like I'm gonna sound? I'm just gonna sound like a hater saying this, but
You are a hater.
I don't like him. I just don't. But
you don't.
don't you feel? And like TJ, I remember when we were talking like during the Super Bowl, there was a lot of questionable calls in that Super Bowl. Don't you feel like the refs was favored towards them?
Yeah, but that doesn't negate the fact that
I'm not saying he doesn't have I know he
played
has
like
talent,
absolute
yeah.
dog shit.
Okay,
in that game.
Mahomes had a
That's true.
really terrible game. It was like his worst performance in post game, and that was Brady's best performance in post game.
No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
So now we should definitely get on the topic of music, since
We're not done.
Yeah, we're not done here.
Yeah, we're not done shitting on Brady, Joseph.
All right. Here, let me continue. Fuck you, Tom Brady. Let's go to music. Okay, I think we're done now.
Fuck you, Tampa Bay. I would fucking Tom Brady.
you're touching yourself now.
Hey man, I got no shit to say about the actual city of Tampa. I like it.
No, I do like the city of Tampa.
It's a nice
city.
city.
Cutler.
No, let's go to the intermission where we talk about locations.
The city of Tampa itself is not that great, but if you go to like the outside where I was,
St. Petersburg.
St. Petersburg is where it's at.
Chris, you've never even gone.
Hey,
I've been there once, actually, before you moved there. Before you moved there, I've been there once.
So I was looking on Zillow and I found this house that I might actually invest in. It's beautiful. It's beautiful, and it's only $37,000, guys. This is like the cheapest mortgage I could find, and it's in beautiful. And it's in beautiful Harvey, Illinois.
Fuck it. Let's all just move to Tampa and get in a house together.
No.
Not with you, Chris.
Okay, no, not even with that.
Murdering that kid over there. I don't know the kid over there.
Alright, so here's my thing. I would hear Chris's obnoxious shit every day. I'd wake up to a bit from Sam. TJ probably would rage on Fortnite, and Joseph would have yeeted himself out the window.
Oh no, Joseph would be like, "Where's my mega horn? I need to yell this."
You don't even need an alarm clock. Just have Joseph sit on the nightstand when you have to go sleep.
And then you just hear it in the background. I'm up, Joseph.
You just see me in the background. Joseph, I'm sleeping.
And then you hear me go la 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 la.
And that's where I'll sign and that's where I'm signing the eviction notice.
That's when I'm trying to create my lease.
Be like, this was a really bad idea.
Why the fuck did we all move in together?
We don't actually like each other.
Yeah, we actually hate each other.
Can't you tell? This guy, this guy, I don't know if I'm pointing at Tyler, but this guy's up in Illinois, I think. This guy's somewhere. This guy's somewhere. This guy's in Florida. I'm in Indiana. All y'all.
Okay.
You literally pointed at your wall.
I don't know what the fuck I went with that. I just started saying shit.
All right.
Now really.
Moving on.
So I say let's just jump.
Ooh.
So
Having fun. What's going on?
You have nothing to really talk about, do you?
No, I actually do. Honestly, there's a lot.
So how about that new 21 Pilots single there?
Bro.
Did you check out that Shy Away yet?
I think it was good. I don't think it was 21 Pilots' best part, though.
Agreed.
I feel like they could have done better.
I will agree at that part.
But
I will say this much: from when the more I listened to it, I just like not. I don't know how long ago the song came out, but like a couple of days ago, I realized that at the very end, you could hear Tyler screaming "Shy Away," and I really love that. Like in the background, you can hear like his vocals
how
in the background.
passionate he gets. That's like I think my favorite.
Oh, by far, Tyler is.
I think my favorite thing he does with song, like my favorite thing he does in that realm is "Goner." Because you could really feel like the passion and like that he's got, dude. That like the thing about 21 Pilots that I find really interesting is like they are a mainstream group, but they have like a lot of fucking depth and meaning.
They're way too
like
poppy
their
now.
songs.
That's the thing.
Every band, every big group gets that way.
Mm-hmm.
And
I know. I'm not saying that that's a bad thing.
I mean, the perfect example. The perfect example.
Vessel, that's great.
Trench felt more harder.
Well, see, here's the thing. Everyone's going to get that poppy thing regardless when they hit the radio culture, is what people call it.
Well, that's how you get on the radio.
It's annoying as fuck to me because 21 Pilots did a little bit of it. Linkin Park did that. And Paramore did it, where they completely changed their original style.
Coldplay's the most notorious for that, I feel like, because go listen to Fix You and then go listen to A Head Full of Dreams. They are, and like the thing I'll give Coldplay is like their poppy songs I still find they're good at it, but it's I liked what they did like 15 years ago better than what they do now. Just I don't know. It depends like what you're into, and and the thing is,
this might be an unpopular opinion.
You can call it. You can like people can call it like sellouts, like selling out, and you know I see where that's coming from.
Literally what I was about to say.
I used to really feel that way,
like,
but at the same time, you do have to stay relevant and appeal to what is in the now, which is that electronic sound.
Well, I do want to tag on that really quick, if that's okay, guys.
I want to jump into that too.
I want to jump in really quick because I was just about to say, like, this might be an unpopular opinion, but I feel like music today has sold out. Like, a bunch of people are just trying to get their stuff on the radio and out there. But like, if you listen to older shit, like I'm going back to 21 Pilots here because you guys all know I love 21 Pilots. But like their Vessel era, to me, is their best era. Vessels is the best fucking era.
100%.
Even their first album, dude. Their first.
Oh yeah, the
album
self-titled album was good, but Vessels is the best to me.
Yeah. Well, Vessel is more of an improvement, and their original one was like, hey, we created a few songs. Let's just quickly record them.
Well,
and
Blurry
put it
Faces
together.
is
I
literally.
don't know if you guys know this or not, but like the self-titled album 21 Pilots, their very first one, that was before Josh Dun joined the band.
Which one had
Regional
Cloud
at best is the
That's Vessels.
Okay.
Vessels.
I really like
And
that
of course,
song.
that's the only one you know.
I'm not a big 21 Pilots fan, but they're.
Oh, I
some of
know.
their music
I
is
love
good.
21
Like
Pilots.
I keep hearing this one song by them on the radio. Is it called? I don't even know what's
probably
fucking
Shy
called.
Away.
Shy
It's
Away.
probably Shy Away.
Shy Away.
It's like
Quarantine. Oh, Level of Concern. Level of Concern.
yeah, that's a very good song.
No,
I
that
really
song
like
got
I didn't
overplayed and
love
it died
think-
instantly.
What was nice about that is that they came out with that when nothing was happening. So it was like, oh, okay, we're getting some new music. I like 21 Pilots. It's nice to hear something new from them. You know what I mean?
I don't know about you viewers out there, but you can look forward to me and Tyler. I don't know where he is on that fucking screen, but me and Tyler talking about the new album coming out later the next month.
Probably.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, but that's the other thing too is a lot of. I actually read an article going back on the topic of that music nowadays is a bunch of sellouts, and it's true because that's how they have to make their income. Whereas you look back in the 90s and 80s and 70s, they were making their money off of record sales. They were
sales and
record
MTV
sales
music
and
videos.
concerts. Like look at like bands
Back when
like
MTV was good.
No, let's go back to like the 80s to make a real drastic change. You got bands like Queen and whatnot that like had that they relied on their actual album selling and then they were able to use that to invest into recording time to make more albums, but also they could also invest into the radio because back then you actually had to pay to get your stuff to the radio. 9 times out of 10 it was done with the label, but if you were an independent band, you actually had to pay because it was a sense of advertising.
And now it's the opposite.
Exactly.
These
It's the
radio
complete
stations
opposite.
Have to pay the bands now to play their shit.
But
Right.
You know?
it's
Exactly.
different now, but that's where they made most of their sales. So they were able to pick and choose at their leisure and freedom of what label they wanted to be represented on based on certain things to keep the originality of the group. Now you look nowadays, there are so many different apps that have streaming. You have iTunes for putting music onto your phone that get a small percentage of that goes to the band. Not even
Spotify.
1%.
Spotify, yeah.
Spotify's
Spotify.
another one.
Pandora.
You know,
I'm
all
not a big fan of Pandora.
all of that.
Mainly
is-
because you don't get to choose your song you listen to. You got to listen to whatever fucking.
That's
they
what I
give you.
like though, is because it's nice to find new artists if you are looking
Well,
for something.
if you are
Agreed.
looking for new artists,
something
but, like,
similar,
if
but
know-
you want to hear like something new that you know
They
you
got
don't.
stuff
You,
if
like
you want to
that.
hear the same shit over and over, you want to go for Spotify, in my opinion.
I mean, but they also
But like,
have
if you want to find new songs,
there's
Pandora.
radios
Go ahead,
that, so like, you know, it's a band that you like, just put this band radio and it'll play all kinds of different music by you know, that's similar to that band that you want to listen to. You know what I mean?
Well, that's
think
why I
I'm
use
the same.
Sirius XM whenever I'm driving home.
Yeah.
Oh, I
from
love
school.
Sirius
I use
XM.
Sirius XM.
True.
There's a channel on Sirius XM that I really like. It's called
36
Sirius.
Alt Nation.
No, I listen to All Nation a lot. It's the one next to it. Like if you like switch the knob over to the
Octane?
right, it's
Octane's
Sirius.
37, I
It's
think.
no, that's the one to the left. It's called Sirius like OX. It's like a combination of letters, but they play these like indie, like these independent alternative sounds, and I think it's bands I've never heard of, but when I listen to it, I'm like, it's really fucking like every time I turn it on, sometimes they play some weird shit where
So
I'm
it's
like,
mostly
okay, I
like
see
the one
why.
that you'll hear in like a bar or a fest.
Right, like
it's
like,
equivalent to going to a music festival.
It
in a
seems like
sense.
it seems like if you were like going out to a bar and there was some live music, like a band trying to get big, and like they sound familiar to another band because like I've gone on that station, I've heard a band that's similar to the Strokes, and I'm like, okay, I can dig this because I love the Strokes, and then like same with like 21 Pilots or even
I
like
love 21
Panic at the
Pilots.
Disco, like you can tell that like it feels like mini versions of these bands that were influenced, and it's not that they're trying to sound like them, but I was like, oh, these are bands trying to get up there, I can tell, and they're actually doing really good with what they put on there.
You know who a perfect example of that is? Greta Van Fleet.
I love
yes.
that. Well, I got their album.
Just like fucking Led Zeppelin.
The thing is,
Oh my
You know?
god.
I have.
We can already see Chris on the floor.
Here's what I. Oh yeah, he's got his.
I love
little
Greta Van
record.
Fleet.
I got the
Me
vinyl
too.
right here.
That's what's
Me
up,
too,
man.
dude. The
They're
thing
awesome.
is, the thing about Greta Van Fleet, I don't like when people are like, they're just copying
sound-
Led Zeppelin.
No.
They do sound
I'm
just
not
like
gonna
them.
lie.
Okay, but the thing is, it's working, and thank
I do wanna
God
say one
that
thing when you're done.
thank God that there's a group of, and the lead singer's like my age, like that.
He's literally younger than us.
They're around our age. They're in like their 20s, and it's cool that there's people in that age who are like appreciate the good rock music, and they're like,
Yeah.
let's recreate that sound, guys.
Right.
Like,
I do
there's
wanna
all this
say this
poppy
much.
shit out. Let's make something, I don't know, like fresh but not fresh.
Exactly.
It's kind of weird.
Rehashing. It's rehashing, but in a positive way.
Exactly.
So if I would have to ask this, it's like, which one of these two would you actually listen to, like, more
Yeah.
often? The Beatles or Queen?
The Beatles.
The Beatles.
Queen,
Queen, in my opinion.
Queen by far. Queen
And that's
by far.
hard. That's
It is
so
very.
hard.
It's hard. Yeah, it's hard.
I'm not saying I despise Beatles, but I'm not the biggest
I
fan of the
think the
Beatles.
thing
I know that's a
with
very
Queen,
unpopular
though-
opinion.
Not a lot of people.
I'll
are.
listen to their shit. I'll listen to their stuff, but I will not voluntarily listen to it.
The
Like if it's on the
thing
radio,
is,
I
though,
won't shut
dude-
it off. But I won't go on Spotify and look up the Beatles. If that makes sense.
Okay.
There's a lot, and I know the Beatles have made way, well, maybe I don't know, because the Beatles actually they weren't like
I do like
around
Aerosmith's
as long
cover
as people
for their
think
film
they
together.
are.
They've only been
But-
around for like maybe a little over 10 years.
Right, that's the thing.
But-
Wait, the Beatles?
But they
Yeah.
made so
Yeah.
much. They made so much music. But the thing is, in my personal opinion, the reason why I would pick Queen more is because I think there's a lot of Beatles songs that I'm kind of with, and there's a
It's
lot I love.
2021.
Queen, they're really I don't know many
Oh, I love
songs that
all-
I don't like.
I know exactly.
Yeah.
And they all, and I don't know, dude. They're such a unique band.
I don't know about you
They're
four,
so
but like
fucking
We Are the
good.
Champions really pumps me the fuck up.
I want
yeah.
to champion.
One song that I've been blasting a lot that's not that big by them is called Good Old Fashioned Lover Boy. It's such a catchy song. I was like, bro, like the shit that I love listening to songs that like
This is gonna
aren't
go
the-
back to
aren't the
movie
big
topic,
hits.
but I got something that transitions back into
is
movies.
it about Bohemian Rhapsody?
Exactly.
I've
What's everyone's opinion on Bohemians?
never
I fucking
seen
love
It
I
is
The
That
movie.
actor, I
Good
forgot his
movie.
name, but something Rodney
Rami
Macklin.
Malik, I think.
Mhm.
He
Yeah,
fucking killed it as Freddie
He
Mercury.
no,
Yeah.
see,
Very
he was
good.
phenomenal, but the movie itself was good, but I didn't think it was extravaganza.
Well, it's just
It's
like
more
it was
like
just
a
like
movie
Rocket
that
Man.
you
I
would
got a
have
question
to
after this.
actually watch if you're a higher up Queen fan.
Okay, no, let me
Like,
jump.
Not exactly.
Let me
Joseph,
jump right
not
in
exactly.
here.
I'm sorry, not to. I'm not trying to just like disagree
no, hold
with
on.
you here.
Well, Chris, that is subjective. Cause
It is subjective. It is, but I'm just saying, like, you don't need to be a diehard Queen fan.
No, you
No, you
don't.
don't.
No, you
You
don't.
don't.
Because one thing that the Queen movie did very well on was it portrayed how the band got formed and how Freddie Mercury was. They threw a little Hollywood in for his relationship with his
Well, they
his
threw Mike
ex-fiance-
Myers in
with
there.
his
Doesn't Mike
ex-wife.
Myers and
well,
Wayne.
no,
But-
I mean, as far as
but
like doing
That was
story-
surprising.
Here, so this kind of falls onto a tangent for the LGBT community in this point. When he was doing the whole AIDS thing, right? Because Freddie Mercury,
You're talking about Damien
when
was
Freddie
gonna,
Mercury,
just now
no,
he has it.
no. So Freddie Mercury died obviously because of an AIDS infection, and when they portrayed his thing, that's where the story started falling more Hollywood versus the actual thing. Freddie Mercury never talked about it. He never told his bandmates before the show. He only told his whatever you want to call her at that point, ex-wife, fiance, that they were still
Ex-wife, best
technically
friend,
married,
lover,
still
whatever you
technically
wanna call it.
married, but never got divorced really, kind of thing. And she was the only one who knew. And from there, that's all it was until Freddie died. So the band didn't know about it until after his death.
See, I'm not the biggest Queen fan, but I love
Well,
the
like-
music. But I didn't know that.
Well, and
I thought when the movie was
it is
true.
it is one of the better movies that's based on a band and music in general. And this is
another that I can think about.
I was going to ask is The Dirt.
Another like movie that I was. Another
I
movie
love The
that
Dirt.
I was.
The Dirt was good, but I hate MGK.
Another movie that I was
Dirt.
thinking about that is like based off a band is The Doors.
That's a great movie.
That's
probably the best.
That is the best one.
We can go back to talk about The Doors for a minute, but I want to ask one question. What's everyone's opinion on Rocket Man?
I love Rocket Man. I love it.
I know the
Fucking
style.
open your eyes. Rocket Man was great.
Rocket Man was great.
I know.
Dude, Elton John's got some good fucking music, man.
Elton John.
I'm not saying just Elton John, but the guy that played Elton John, fucking the Kingsman guy, I forgot his name.
Yeah.
That was
British
fucking
actor.
Hyde. That was
guy
Hyde.
fucking
No,
killed
that
it.
was Hyde from that '70s show.
No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. It was the guy from Kingsman.
That's not Danny Marison.
It was the guy from Kingsman. The guy that played what's his name? Eggsy in Kingsman. That's the guy.
I'm guessing Tyler's like looking.
Well,
he's like Elgot or something. Elgot Arrington or something. I don't know.
The style of what I like about, and I haven't seen Rocket League, but I like
Rocket
watched
League?
the trailer, and I like heard a lot about
Rocket League?
it.
You seen Rocket League?
Oh, is that what
You definitely seen Rocket League, the game.
Taron Egerton played Elton.
There we go. That's it. That's the guy from
style-
Kingsman. Kingsman is another good movie. I don't
the
know if
style
Sam's
of
seen it,
Rocket
but
Man.
it's really good.
I like that. Like it is a musical more than just a music bio, and I like that. Like they kind of interpreted the song.
Fantastic.
Shut up! I'm talking. They made.
You never said you were saying.
No one ever said it.
No one.
I know that's the
Anyways,
problem.
All right, back to the topic.
Go ahead.
That
Mitch.
they.
What?
Exactly what I was thinking.
I'm losing my train of thought.
Good.
I know what you're trying to say. I agree that that some particular band movies should be portrayed as more musical than just biographical. And I think Rocket Man was a perfect example because Elton John's music is more of a musical style. He's done a lot of that influence, partnered with Disney for a few of his songs, so he's got that natural musical style to his music. And the way they interpreted said songs for certain scenes in that movie was flawless.
And like that they made like the music like interpret his life. That's what's really interesting. And like, I could be a little wrong. I don't know if they did that 100%, but from like the things I heard, like the reviews I was reading, that was like, oh, it's cool that like the songs he was taking, they had it revolve around like what was going on in his life at that time, like what they were, expressing. So I thought that like that's pretty cool. I'll definitely have to check it out though, because I've heard nothing but good things about it.
It's probably my favorite music related movie.
You hear that Pete Davidson got casted for, is it Joey Ramone? For the Ramones movie?
I heard
something
about that, but I didn't hear
a lot about that.
That's actually good casting, dude. He could definitely be more into that, grunge-ish,
I have a question I want to ask
early
if we're
punk
done
rocks.
talking about music bios. By the way.
So I want to get back to that the Doors movie. It actually made me think more. It's like, wow, this really happened, and it's like, of course, I didn't know about a lot of it because this is such an old band from the 60s or 70s, basically, and it was crazy enough that when I was hearing it, how they transformed their style is they did blues rock to psychedelic and acid rock, and it was actually crazy because when I saw the movie, it's you could tell when Jim Morrison was basically fucked up.
Jim
Morrison was a fucked up human being.
And the thing, he was Public Enemy, Most Wanted Man.
Yeah,
dude,
everybody fucking hated
that
him.
That dude was a real outlaw.
That guy was a demon who made the most angelic music.
Wasn't Jim Morrison banned in some countries?
Someone
I'm
said.
sorry, Joseph, but that is the most perfect fucking way to describe him. He was a demon who made the most like angelic. That was perfect.
People sit
It
there
really
and
was.
say Jim Morrison's the
I
siren.
didn't even know that the Doors
of the
had a
music
movie,
industry.
to be honest.
They did. Val Kilmer played him, and he actually looks just like him. Did a really good job.
The only movies I knew had a band. The bands that had a movie made after them was Rocket Man, the one we just talked about, Bohemian Rhapsody, and the Dirt about Motley Crue.
My dad watched that. My dad's not even a huge Motley Crue guy, but he's like the movie's really good. So really,
I love Motley Crue,
Amazing.
but the movie was great. But I hate MGK as a person.
I thought he did a great job playing.
He did a great job as Tommy Lee, but I hate him as a person. That's what I meant to say.
His music's fucking awful now, but either way,
he's a fucking person, but he did great as Tommy Lee.
Well, hold on.
My
We can't forget about Tenacious D, the Pick of Destiny.
Oh yeah!
That's the goat.
That's a real goat.
I have a question for all of you guys, really quick, if you don't mind.
Tenacious D is the Tom Brady of music movies.
Oh, so it sucks. Okay. I have a question for you guys. Out of these three movies, rank them: The Dirt, Bohemian, Rocket Man.
I'm gonna have to tap out because I haven't seen.
I've only seen.
Yeah,
one,
I'm gonna have to tap
so I
out
can't
too.
rank 'em.
All right, then. Okay, which one have you seen? Which one haven't you seen?
I've seen The Dirt.
Guys, except for TJ.
For
The Dirt.
I've seen all three.
Sam.
I've seen. What
Okay,
were
so
the
rank
ones
them,
you?
Tyler.
What were the ones you listed?
The Dirt. The Dirt. Sorry, I had four fingers up. Bohemian and Rocket Man.
Oh, I can only rank Bohemian. That's the only one I've seen.
Same here.
I would say
If I had to rank them, I would have to go Rocket Man, Bohemian, The Dirt.
This is exactly what mine was.
Because I love all three of them, but Bohemian is by far.
Now, are you ranking that? Are you ranking that based on
personal
the
experience.
movie, or like? Is it
The
because
movie,
you
the
have
movie,
more
the way the movie
attachment to
was.
the band? Okay.
I was gonna say personal.
The movie, not the bands. If I had to rank it by
Right.
the bands, I'd still probably go. I would go Bohemian, The Dirt, Rocket Man. Because I'm not a big Elton John. I haven't listened to him that much. I've only started listening to his music like 4 years ago.
Okay.
But like everyone else, that's how I'd rank them if I was going by bands. But if I was going by movies,
But if you were gonna be ranked, saying what is it, The Doors, Bohemian Rhapsody, and Tenacious D, for me, it's actually gonna be more like Tenacious D, The Doors, and then Bohemian.
You
I can
were
only
saying,
rank
I don't even know if I could throw that. I don't even know if I could throw that in that ranking because that doesn't really count.
Tenacious D.
Tenacious
Tenacious D
doesn't
is
count
just
as
a
a bio to
comedy
me,
movie.
from what I've seen in the trailer.
It's not really. I mean, it's.
I would say
It's
Tenacious
a
trailer
great,
for
it's a
Tenacious
great
D.
movie.
It's
funny
basically a
as
movie
hell.
that linked to their album.
Yeah.
And I was gonna say,
who's a movie? What's a movie? What's a movie you would like to see on a certain artist or band that isn't out?
Today,
Good question.
I think a great story would be.
Tom Petty.
I mean, but like,
let's say
I
okay,
think
let's
it's
make it.
dark.
Let's say modern.
I'd rather
Let's say
just watch a
modern
Tom
right
Petty
now.
documentary at that point. You know
Okay,
what I
John
mean?
Lennon.
That's actually true. That's
I
true.
think the Beatles in general.
John Lennon.
The Beatles.
and Paul McCartney. I mean, yeah.
They really.
John
don't.
Lennon actually would be a real because he
Yeah,
had
John
a lot
Lennon's
of
a
fucked up
great
shit
one.
going on
Yeah.
with him.
And he's got obviously there's the rest of it. They got Paul McCartney right there.
I would cast. You know who'd be a
that's
good
a real
casting
good
for John
source.
Lennon? Because they could do it right, and I think
Hold up,
if
I
they
got
did
one.
right, he
I
looks
got-
somewhat
I gotta
like
answer
him
your
as
question.
Ryan Gosling.
True.
I have an answer to Sam's question.
Think about putting him in that like look. I think he could pull it off, and he's a really good actor.
If we're talking about biopics for bands, Aerosmith.
Yeah.
I mean, I would
Yeah,
watch
I
it
can
because I
dig
fucking
that.
love Aerosmith.
I can take that.
Aerosmith
Actually,
by far
you
is a
wanna know
biopic I would love
something?
to watch.
Actually, that'd be really interesting.
Or Def Leppard.
because I watched one of the podcasts I watched. Steven Tyler was on there, and he was talking about his whole like childhood and how like he was bullied in school and like everyone like that's why he came out dude looks like a lady because everyone made fun of him for looking like a girl. And then he started a band
look like a
and
girl.
he's like I made a he's like basically me creating fucking Aerosmith was a big fuck you to everybody that like put me down as a kid. I'm like, and he's like, and it worked.
Legitimate.
I'm like,
That's what's up.
Dude, speaking about like Aerosmith, Sam, did you notice in the Rock and Roller Coaster starring Aerosmith, right, that they actually edit out something in the pre-show?
Well, I heard they're not even doing the pre-shows right now. I'm glad. It's funny that we're on this kind of topic.
Before the whole pandemic
of it is even here.
Before the whole pandemic thing actually happened.
What did they cut out? I don't know. I haven't. The last time I went on Rock and Roller Coaster before last year was like fucking.
They edited a part where he does his hand thing and does this.
Oh.
Where this finger doesn't bend anymore.
Did not.
Why?
Did not know that.
That is a hand gesture for something misleading.
What's that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like
what's the misleading thing? Is it something you can talk about on twitch.tv/you?
I'm gonna look at what that was called.
Here, maybe Chris knows. Maybe Chris knows. Ask him.
So,
Chris.
okay. So Chris, before the whole pandemic actually happened in the pre-show for the Rock and Roller Coaster starring Aerosmith, did you notice that they
you talking about the shocker?
Yeah, that's it.
Chris knew exactly what he was talking about.
Yeah.
The fucking shocker? Yeah, they took that out.
I was like, Chris will know the answer to this.
Yeah.
Well, the whole reason I know that is because me, Kyle, Sam, you know Kyle. But me, Kyle, and his sister, we all went on the ride and we all did that fucking thing. And then we went to go look at the photo at the camera and they immediately saw what we did and they covered it up and said we could not buy the photo.
Ooh.
Because we all did the shocker. On the ride, they said we could not buy our photo because we did the shocker.
So is that
which Steven Tyler did in the pre-show.
Yeah. Well,
and
then
I don't know.
Joseph was saying that they edited it out.
Yeah, they edited it out.
A lot of people noticed it. Oh, by the way, I'm the Disney guy here. If for viewers out there.
Why did they edit it out though? 90% of people probably don't even know what the fuck that is.
Yeah,
well,
honestly, what is it?
It's because some fans noticed what it was, so they decided that
dude,
Disney's family friendly, not
is
fucking
very
sexual.
hard. Disney's very hard on their
Hardcore.
reputation.
Yeah, even Steven Tyler got pissed
Even the
out.
slightest thing, they have to steer it out of the way.
Even Steven Tyler got pissed off at that.
Look at the shit that's going on nowadays. They took Trader Sam out of fucking Jungle Cruise because he's like something cultural about Indians. Or Native Americans, I'm sorry.
What?
But
I was gonna say something, but I lost my train of thought. So just keep going. I'll let you know if it comes back.
There's a whole bunch of Disney shit right now. Is fucking
And now the
ruined because of
Splash
fucking
Mountain is
cultural
going to be
event.
themed.
Well,
I
okay,
don't
that's
mean to get all
different.
Disney
That's
political on you
different.
guys, but
No, because I have a lot of strong opinions on those kind of things.
Disney
too.
is fucking shit up. That's all I'm saying.
I
Because of strict fucking policies. I'm a huge Disney guy, and that's
I know you
me.
are.
But like,
But
and
you
I
gotta think.
I get where you're coming from, but I get what they're doing too because they cannot
I do get
do
that.
shit
I do get
to
the
like
physical side.
piss people off. But the thing is that it seems contradicting on their end because they're like, we can't piss people off, but then they like to throw in these little subliminal things in their movies that are very on the fucking nose. And it's like, what are you trying to
Because
prove?
the animators back in the day gave no shits. It's
You don't know,
They even
2021
still
now.
there's a difference between like, oh, let's add some humor for the adults for this kid movie so the parents can have fun watching it too, versus like, bro, there's a fucking dick on the goddamn Little Mermaid castle.
I'm getting banned from buying my fucking roller coaster photo.
Like, I've watched the first two like Toy Stories in the last couple days, and some of the shit in those movies, I didn't notice any of that when I was little.
Well, you don't think about it. You don't think about it.
No, I do.
Actually, yeah, on Disney Plus, they actually edited out one of the blooper cuts from the second Toy Story.
Did they?
Yeah, remember?
I haven't seen
Remember?
it.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, hold on. I want to hear this.
You were saying? Okay, so remember when we were kids and we watched the blooper reel and one of them was actually Stinky Pete in his box talking to two Barbies? They cut that out! They
What?
cut that out!
Wait.
Oh shit! I remember that. All I'm gonna say is the Disney parks are being fucking dictators now.
Well, they're not
going
being
back to what I
dictators.
was saying earlier about Splash Mountain being rethemed. They are going to be
Turn volume down
retheming
more.
both like
Oh,
Disneyland
God, don't get me
and
started.
Magic Kingdom for Princess and the Frog. For Tokyo, they don't know just yet. But who the fuck
fucking
talked
livid at
about
Disney for that.
Princess and the Frog?
No one gives a shit about that shitty movie. Leave
Thank
Splash
you.
Mountain alone. No one gives a shit that the movie's racist. This ride isn't.
Whoa.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to get heated here, but Splash Mountain is my all-time favorite ride.
Okay,
favorite.
I'm gonna intervene there because Chris, you gotta look at it this way.
I don't
Disney,
give a shit about
Disney,
those fucking crybabies, Gen Z bitches.
it's not,
right.
but it's not about that. It's not about that.
I will. Hold on. Let me Tyler. Let me apologize really quick. I did go a little far. They were calling Gen Z bitches. I'm sorry.
While this is happening, I'm gonna have myself a little intermission, so I'll be right back.
I'm sorry. I'm just getting heated.
Okay.
It's just the Splash Mountain is my favorite ride.
I get it's your favorite ride, but you gotta look at it this way. Disney is one of the most accepting companies in the United States. They are a family friendly people. If something is considered racist nowadays, times have changed.
Fucking Disney. Fucking need to change the damn tampon.
The reasons
I'm sorry, guys. Go ahead.
And I get the reasons for why they're doing it. The
I
reasons,
do too, but like
at the same time, here's what I have to say about it. I think with rechanging Splash Mountain, that like I said, I understand the reasons and they don't want to cause backlash, but at the same time, no one was complaining about that ride a long time ago. No one has ever complained about that ride, and no one has even after everything that's happened. Mm-hmm. And so they're only doing that for precaution, to prevent something. That's where I understand that. But at the same time, I understand that ride's based they're taking characters from the movie, but the ride itself isn't basing anything from the movie except the cartoon characters in it. So that's where I'm on why are you going to retheme it? No, right. There's nothing promoting the things that happen in that movie, in that ride. So that's why I don't think that and I'm with you, Chris. I think that's one of my favorite Disney rides too, and I love every time I go on. It's my favorite ride as a kid.
But number one on my list.
So that's why it makes me personally sad to see. And I think I think the reason why they're doing Princess and the Frog is because, for one, they're trying to we gotta stick with the now. Disney's always moving, just like technology and music's always moving. They're always evolving, and something's gonna become the biggest fucking Disney movie. And Princess and the Frog never was, but I think they're trying to appeal more to a younger audience. So I don't know. It's a bittersweet thing, because it's the same thing what Universal's doing. Universal is talking about taking out their Dr. Seuss area because of all the shit that just happened with that. And it's I don't know. I think to strip an entire area, and also criticizing this man's work, everything about him as a person too. I don't know. It's a little demeaning, but yet at the same time, I get where people are coming from about being upset that these things are. I think take the books that have those interpretations off the market. I'm for that, but to be well, now we need to take away the park from Universal. We need to say fuck Dr. Seuss as a person. No,
I want to go back to Disney really quick.
I don't feel that way. Yeah.
So let me know when you're done.
I mean, that's kind of what that's my 2 cents on that.
But that's how
I want to bring up a quote really quick from Walt Disney. This applies to Disney World, even though Disneyland is specifically stated. Walt Disney said, "Disneyland will never be complete. It will continue to grow as long as there is imagination left in the world." I understand that quote, but you don't need to fucking change Splash Mountain just because a bunch of people are bitching about
the thing that's what I'm saying though, Chris, is that no one was bitching about it. It's Disney wanting to prevent people from.
I've been seeing forums on Reddit and shit, subreddits and shit.
People are gonna do that. People are gonna jump the bandwagon.
You're never gonna please
nobody's gonna be.
I understand that, but literally, what is racist about the ride itself?
It's nothing.
I'm sorry. I'm really passionate about Splash Mountain. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but I'm sorry if I'm going too far. If I am, tell me.
No, nothing is racist about the actual ride. It's the interpretation of those
It's
said
what they dragged the character
what they
from.
should have done is they should have remodeled it. They could have easily put a modern Disney movie characters that relate some sort of way to Splash Mountain.
I want to
And
step
that's
in really
I think
quick,
that's
Tyler.
what they're
It's
doing.
exactly what they're doing with the Princess and the Frog. Princess and the Frog is the most modern movie that has something to
And
do
you know
with
what? Hey, and
fucking
Chris,
swamplands.
the thing is though, dude, look at the newer. But here's a positive way to look at the situation. Look at the newer Disney rides. The Mickey and Minnie Runaway Train is
I
like
love that ride,
one
I'm not
yeah,
gonna lie. But I
that
love
and the
great movie
and
ride.
Rise of the Resistance. Like those are two of the coolest rides I've ever been on, and that is the direction Disney is heading. You can tell that
But
they've never
also-
made. So that's why I think what they're gonna do with Splash Mountain. Sure, you don't like the situation, and I'm with you there. I understand,
despise the
but
ride,
I
I
think
can't
the
tell you that
ride
much.
itself can still be pretty damn cool with what they're gonna do with it. You like
If I don't hear zippity doo dah at the end of that 50-foot drop, then it's not the
Well,
fucking ride. I'm
I mean,
sorry.
that's
like
that's
I
you,
said,
and
I've
you're
been-
entitled. You're
that's
I'm
own-
not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I've been drinking. Not gonna lie. So I'm a little heated, but I'll try to calm myself down. I'm trying my best. I'm being honest with you guys. I'm trying my best.
But, like,
It's just
I
that
like-
I'm passionate about Splash Mountain.
and you
I'm
know
trying to get that out there.
to kind of switch gears, but like more, it's like just turning into something else. I like the direction Disney is heading in with their rides because everything they did with Star Wars Galaxy Edge is fucking cool. And I don't like when me and my parents went this past December, it's kind of cool seeing like going on rides like Peter Pan and Winnie the Pooh, and then going on Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Train, and it's like this is like a reamped version of that, where it's like, you know, there's animatronics, but like there's a lot more visuals to it because we have newer technology. So it's
Exactly.
I like the direction they're heading in, especially Rise of the Resistance, because
What
that is
I-
just
I got a question
pleasing
for
to
you,
Star
then.
Wars fans to a T.
I got a question for you then.
What?
Would you rather have Galaxy Edge or the Backlot Tour?
Galaxy Edge. I understand where you're
Honest-
but I know what you're gonna say, and I think I know your reasons too. It's because that was
That's
like
old school
that was the
Disney.
heart and soul for MGM Studios and Hollywood
That
Studios.
was the
I
last
get that.
original
the
ride
thing-
from MGM.
But times are changing. You have to stay tech.
That's
So
true. You do have to stay with the times.
40 years from now, 40 and 50 years from now, Rise of the Resistance is going to be considered an old ride and needs to be whereas people
It's
like
gonna be replaced.
there's like maybe there's a kid like you right now who's gonna go on that and be like, this is the best fucking ride, and he's gonna get older and see that they're gonna change that ride and be like, what the fuck? But it's good. It's because these companies and these theme parks have to stay in the now and appeal to the younger generation because they're only getting older, and their kids are going to have kids and be like, I want to take you on this ride I went to as a kid, and they're going to appreciate
see, I
that, but that
understand all
kid
that.
is going to want to see new shit come along the way.
I understand all that. It's just, I understand that times you need to roll with the times and shit, but like Disney, Disneyland is very limited. I know I'm bringing up Disneyland, even though I'm a huge Disney World guy, but like Disneyland is your space is very limited in Anaheim. Disney World, they have thousands upon thousands of acres, enough to build 2 new brand new theme parks.
And maybe they have
they
that
don't
in
need to get
mind.
rid of shit. They don't need to get rid of shit. They could just build a whole new theme
Well,
park.
here's the thing, though.
And
Get rid of
here's the
shit.
thing, Chris. They're probably going to do that because Universal's building Epic. They're always going to compete with each other, just like phone companies and
I know I'm a
fucking-
huge
and
Disney guy here,
DC
but I
and
feel like
Marvel.
Disney's always
like,
gonna have the
they're
top on
they're
top of
always
Disney.
gonna they're always gonna study. And my friend, my old coworker, his uncle was on the construction crew for Galaxy's Edge, and he said
Oh, okay, I'm
that
hella jealous.
and he said that back when they came up with the idea for Galaxy's Edge, when they first bought the rights to Star Wars, and it was when the Wizarding World of Harry Potter was being built, and when it got all built up, they had their blueprint set and ready to make this. They go to Universal and see what they did with Harry Potter World, and they were like, we need to step our shit up. This is better than what we're fucking Disney World, and this is better than what we came up with. So
I will
that's
give you
why
this.
that's why Galaxy's Edge came out years down the line.
I'm gonna say this much: I fucking love Galaxy Edge, but I don't feel like you need to destroy the Backlot Tour just to build it. I'll be honest. Like I'm not. I love Toy Story Land, but Toy Story Land does not need to be there. That should have been where it's Galaxy Edge went.
I'm kind
In
of
my
with
eye.
you.
In
I'm
my
kind of
eye.
with you there. I like Toy Story Mania, and I
Well,
think
Toy Story Mania was already on the Pixar fucking.
But the thing is, Toy
lane
Story-
already.
Pixar Pier.
But the thing is-
No, that's Disneyland.
Yeah, that is no California Adventure actually.
now the thing is
Disneyland.
though. The thing I know that Frozen is the most popular Disney movie right now, but Toy Story
By
and
far
looking
for the original.
it's their biggest fucking thing going for them.
It's the biggest IP.
Dude,
yes.
anytime they come out with a new Toy Story movie, people are pre-ordering fucking tickets for that because
I did.
all
I
of them
pre-ordered
are great.
Toy Story 4.
they've all been great, and it's the number one pick. It's the first Pixar movie to ever come out, so that's why they're like, we need to make a Toy Story land, because who the fuck doesn't like Toy Story? They can't come out with a Frozen land yet. It's still too new.
Well, that's because that, and also they just transformed Matterstorm.
I love Frozen, yeah, but it's too new to be like, now we need to come up with a Frozen park because
Yeah, true.
because 10 years from now,
hold up.
it's about impact. Will Frozen
Wizarding
be,
World of Harry Potter.
Oh
Can
my
I throw
goodness!
can
when
I throw a
that took
counterpoint
out
into
the
that
jaw
into
drop.
that, Sam, really quick about Frozen being new? Prince and the Frog is brand new too. Like that's only what 2-3 years new, and they're already fucking I'm sorry. I keep
Princess
going
and the
back.
Frog
To SpongeBob. I don't mean to go back to SpongeBob.
2009.
Yeah, same thing. It's still newish.
right? No, it's more. It's still like it's
It's
not
still
like
newish, but you don't need
considered old.
you don't need to change one ride.
Well,
I know
had
I keep going back to it. I'm sorry, guys.
I think
a
Splash Mountain. I think if they were to redo Splash Mountain for a movie, I think Moana would be better because Moana has more to do with the water.
True. Yeah. That one
Yeah,
I
but-
would.
but if
I
you-
would
and then-
definitely see.
And then,
But
with
if you
that-
look at this, Sam, like I know I already bitched about it because Polynesian is my favorite resort of all time. They already fucking ruined Polynesian. Even though I'm not going to say that they ruined it, but they ruined it a little bit. But the rooms do look fucking nice. I'm not going to lie. I looked at previews of them.
Yeah, I
They do
saw
look
some
nice.
pictures too.
They don't
yeah.
look nice.
Then again,
They
I
look
think
nice.
they're already doing a Moana.
They're doing Incredibles at the.
But
they're
like
doing
what
Moana
I
at the Polynesian and Incredibles at Contemporary.
Yeah, I think they're already doing Moana attraction in Epcot.
but to
No.
go back to an old
They're doing
point
they're
that
doing
I
a little
was-
water a water sport play area for Moana.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
They're doing like a
I
little
didn't know
water
that.
water
know
park
that.
inside of.
Yeah, I get
Moana.
that. And where's then? That's not going to be like where the
Come
old
at me,
world of
Disney boy. I'll fuck you up.
That's not
Like-
where going to be the old world.
I see that
Pavilion
chuckle,
is gonna be,
TJ.
right?
I see that smile growing.
Well, see, what I'm scared about, since we're on the topic of redoing rides and parks and things like that,
I just
the
feel
one,
like Disney's
the
not
one
Disney
thing,
anymore. That's
the
all I'm
one
saying.
thing. Well,
Disney's not
I see
Disney.
where you're coming from, but
Disney is not Disney anymore to me. I'm sorry.
I'm
gonna let
I
you
think
talk now.
the one ride that I'm scared that they're going to redo, and they're probably
Tower
going to Rock and Roller Coaster. I
They
think
won't.
eventually. Here's the thing, though, dude.
They will in the next
When-
couple of years, but not in
when
not
our
in the near distant
generation's
future.
kid, when people of our generation know who Aerosmith is because our parents listen to them. So when our generation's kids
see that,
are
yes.
parents, they're gonna want to go on a ride of a band that they know, and that's what
One
I'm scared.
Direction,
That's what I mean.
Fuck yourself.
Nicki
TJ,
Minaj.
look at me in the eyes. Look me in the eyes, TJ. Go fuck yourself.
Well, I don't like any of them. I'm just saying that's how it's gonna fucking be, dude.
I'm just saying.
You know?
One Direction is
And
no
you're-
longer popular. They broke
And you're
up. They're no
thinking,
longer
and you're
popular.
thinking of the right direction, and you're thinking about the right turnabouts about how that is going to. I just thought
okay, in his defense,
that.
he's actually grown up.
He has.
Yeah,
He's
he
not
has.
as much
He
of a
really has.
douchebag anymore
Yeah.
than he used to be.
He's not a kid. He's not
He
this.
still makes shitty
Right.
music.
No, I'm not gonna lie.
There's some
I
dude.
like-
I'll
I like
never
just-
forget that "Sorry" song that came out like 5 years ago. The "Sorry."
Oh,
like,
yeah.
That I remember when me and my sister were in the car and that was playing. I was like, "This is catchy. Who is this? Get the fuck out of here!" And I was like, "Who is this?" She's like, "Justin Bieber." I'm like, "No fucking way."
Bro, when I,
I was
heard
like-
his
hold up.
boyfriend, I was like, whoa.
Well,
Like the beginning,
I just want to say,
I was like, oh
when he's
shit, it's a
done-
banger. And then he started singing, I was like, oh.
When TJ's done talking, I want to say the only song that Justin Bieber is good on, that's not his song, I'd want to point that out, is Where Are You Now from Skrillex and Diplo. That's the only Justin Bieber song I'll listen to.
Yeah, no, that is a great song.
I love Where Are You Now. Me and Kyle, my best friend Kyle, TJ and Sam know him. Not TJ, Tyler and Sam know him. We love Jack U. We're sad. We are sad they disbanded.
Well, you gotta think.
Record label issues.
Well, it was record label issues, and Skrillex was in this whole mindset of he wanted to do something different. You know,
I love Diplo. I'm not gonna lie.
Diplo is really good. I like Diplo as the.
I don't mean to change the subject. I just love Diplo.
But the problem, going back to Skrillex, is when Skrillex started becoming known, he paved the way for EDM, right? Like, that's probably, like, most people's first songs that they heard that were EDM was either anything from Skrillex or Deadmau5.
I'm not gonna lie, my first EDM was Skrillex.
Mm-hmm. That was mine.
And then
I grew. Okay, fuck you. But I grew out of Skrillex into better EDM.
Yeah, this is Vandos gaming.
You made that shit look like a fucking rave.
I listened to some Skrillex from the start, and then I got tired of it.
I'm just gonna say this much: if you want to get into EDM, start with Skrillex, and if you want to get into real EDM, move away from Skrillex.
Yeah,
no, agreed. Agreed. Yeah,
it's all about
because even,
dude.
But
Borgore.
Time the fuck out. Borgore in 2015. 2015 Borgore. Other than that, fuck Borgore.
Dude, okay, no. See, Borgore like went through this whole idea of let's rap over my own beats. It literally is like he started like as a SoundCloud rapper, and then started producing his own beats that were electronic, and that's what started getting him big. Then he started teaming up with Deadbeats Radio, and from there, that's how we started getting even bigger. The problem I'm
going to say this much. The only good Borgore song is called New Borgore Order when they talk about Kate Upton's tits. That's all I'm saying. I saw Borgore live at Spring Awakening in Chicago in 2015, and he was actually phenomenal. But the song that really stood out to me was that one. That's all I'm saying. Mainly because Kate Upton. Come on, TJ, come on.
Man, she does got a nice set of knockers.
I would go to Joseph, and I would go to Tyler, but come on. But TJ, Kate Upton.
And you could have gone to Sam, but hey, check his Tinder.
So last year I did. Last year I actually did.
Small titties, big titties, swipe right.
So last year I did actually went to the EDM tour concert that Vanos did when he went by his EDM.
Oh, that must be garbage because Vanos is gaming, not EDM.
Well, I mean, he produces music. Actually. No, he produces music too.
He does.
Really?
His music's not bad. The thing I don't like about Vanos's music is he doesn't have the ability to do versatile shit in EDM. And that's one of the biggest things about EDM because it's not just a concert. It's not, we're playing our songs, yeah, we're the best band ever. I have sex with lots of...
Okay.
Yeah,
calm down. Calm down, house party.
When I actually...
Alright, hold on.
Joseph,
hold on.
You were saying...
Hold on.
I got it first. So
I want to say it before I forget.
You were saying, "Hey,
what I mean?
Shut the fuck up already."
Joseph being a bitch.
I already had the call for the you were saying anyway. So
I can just mute you.
The first song that he released was also like because he uses like the songs that come out from time to time for his outros when it first started. So he did a remix of They's You Right. And I enjoyed it so much. And then afterwards, he created his own single called, if I'm not mistaken, like, Want You, I believe it's called.
Yeah.
But then after that became like one of my favorite ones to chill, to like relax and chill and listen to, called I'm Alright.
But here's the
But
thing,
my
though.
all-time favorite one is Burn It Up.
By the Jonas Brothers.
Yeah, that's hey Sam, you know that's your shit right there. That's Sam's shit right
Bono
there.
sounding soliloquy
Sam
over
loves
here.
The Jonas Brothers. Sam wakes up brushes his teeth. The Jonas Brothers, because you know he lives in the year 3000.
Baby.
Not much has changed.
But
I got a ring on my finger to remind me what I cannot do, baby.
like, what the fuck are they talking about?
Change except you.
That again, Sam was the one that would keep on watching the Naked Brothers band.
And
Dude,
you're the one who
I'm not
kept
gonna-
watching the Beverly Hillbillies. What's
Hold
up?
on, hold on,
Hey,
hold
I'm gonna
on.
say
Don't
this
hate
much.
on the Naked
You guys ever
Brothers,
heard of
man.
Naked and Famous? You ever heard of the band Naked and Famous?
No.
They're shitty live. They only have one good song live, and that's when they
Let's
actually
talk
decide
about
to actually put
shitty
effort.
live music. Let me. I'm gonna throw an unpopular opinion. Breaking Benjamin is the shittiest modern rock band to play live.
I'm gonna throw an unpopular opinion that's in my own opinion. I never heard of fucking Naked Benjamin.
Never
Back
The
in
Naked Benjamin.
the Naked
I never heard of the
Benjamin.
Naked Benjamin. All I know is that I know
You didn't
this
say
much. The
naked,
guy,
but you said Nick breaking.
I know the guy in the middle that the screen name is It's TJ loves them. That's all I know. I don't know who the fuck they are.
I've never
I'm
seen
just gonna
them
say
live.
this much as I
probably
hate
Here's
them.
here's the thing. Here's
Yeah,
the thing.
you'll definitely say it's like if you heard some of the
Oh,
songs
look
that you
at that.
actually
Tyler,
know.
AstrottzOfficial put TJ as the big screen.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Okay.
So yeah, you possibly might actually have heard of their song.
Oh no,
because
there's a shitload
some
of
of-
bands I've actually heard their songs, but I don't know who they
all
are.
right,
to
here,
be
let
honest.
me-
Yeah, so some of them are like, some of the songs are like what is it, Firefly, and another great one that I love so much from them is
Oh, you talking about Owl
Blow
City?
Me Away.
Fuck them guys. Fuck Firefly from Owl City.
Owl City.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
Owl.
that's
What?
not-
That was the worst. That was a one-hit
I'm talking
wonder.
about.
One thing, dude, I remember I saw this meme on Facebook. It was a picture of those, and it was like, what do you call these things? And it was like, Owl City did not come out with a banner for you to ask for there. And I'm like,
Sam knows what I'm talking about.
Lightning
There we go.
bugs.
Yeah,
Lightning
lightning
bugs.
bugs.
And-
yeah.
First of all,
When I was little, I used to take a wiffle ball bat and hit him all the time. Oh yeah.
You're a
Oh yeah.
and,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you do this,
Fucking
look.
maniac when I was a child.
You're a
There's no-
monster.
Slide
You
my
should be
face
locked
right
the fuck up.
And Blow Me Away was like a really great song from them as
You
well.
want to get
That
blown
was
See,
away?
Halo.
no,
They
see,
did for
here's
Halo.
here's the problem
Hey,
with
Halo is the shit if you talk about the video game. I love Halo.
Halo has one of the best theme songs.
By far.
Oh,
Okay.
Alright, now what?
Well, going back to
I
Breaking
don't know.
Benjamin, to
What the
go
fuck is
off
that?
go off of that, the reason why they're not good live is they literally
shitty.
have well, not even that. It's their music is good, but when they go on stage, each band member has this ego of like, I am the reason this band is still a band.
when was the last time you saw him live?
2018. 2018.
I have a
when
question
they-
for all four of you. If you
Hold
don't
on,
mind after
hold on.
this.
We always have an interrupter.
Yeah, it's me. But I always come with the questions for some reason. I'm sorry. I'll try to keep my mouth shut.
The last time I saw Breaking Benjamin was in 2018. They opened with Bullet for My Valentine and Avenged Sevenfold headlined.
Wow.
Now I have
What
a
a
question
lineup.
for you.
Dude,
about that.
it was a
Hey, man.
steal.
The thing is, though, you're talking about an old band and you're saying that they suck live, but what if they were really good live in their prime? You don't know that. You're,
That doesn't
do
mean
know
I haven't
that
seen them
the band
before that.
now-
You know what I mean?
The band they have now, the only original member of that band is the singer.
well, it's like Panic at the Disco.
We did the whole fucking band. like 5, 6, 7. I forgot how long ago it was, but they completely redid that band.
Oh.
So
It's just like how Guns N' Roses won
May I ask my
was
question?
around the time.
Ask your question, Chris. I'm actually kind of curious.
My question is, it's actually a two-parter. One, actually, I think it's one-parter.
Okay.
Then I made it into two, but I already forgot the second part. The question is, what is the worst band you've ever seen live?
Motley Crue.
Fuck you.
They were
Go ahead.
awful
Everyone
live.
else.
I've actually heard that a lot. Oh,
Yeah, I heard they were
that's like-
bad.
I've seen
The
them
worst.
twice, they were awful.
My answer, if I had to say my answer, you guys already know it. It's Naked and Famous, because I saw them live with Imagine Dragons in 2016, I think, at the All State of Reason. All State of Reason. Imagine Dragons blew the fucking my mind. I'm not gonna lie. Back in the day, back when they what year did they release Radioactive, Music Guy?
That was like
2013.
Yeah, 13.
All right, that's when I saw them live. I saw them and Naked and Famous, and then Dan Reynolds, I think his name is, the lead singer of Imagine Dragons. His wife opened up. His wife's band opened up, and then Naked and Famous went on, and they literally did nothing but stand there just like this for like the whole set. And then the most famous song, I forgot what the name it was at the time. Something
Probably because they're shitty.
something shitty, but that's when they decided, it's like, hey, let's throw all the lights and the pyrotechnics and all that shit out. Like, literally just stand here like this with no lights, no pyrotechnics, no smoke, no nothing. The whole entire set, and then their last fucking song they're known for, that's when they're like, all right, let's throw everything at them. Like, okay, you guys fucking suck.
So they literally remind me of Napoleon Dynamite in his little dance scene at the talent show.
I've never seen Napoleon Dynamite in
What?
full, so I don't know what you're talking about. I just know the only thing I know from Napoleon
Alright, so
Dynamite
we're
is
gonna
John
kick,
Hurt.
Starlord.
John Hurd is the actor.
Heater.
I think his name is
Heater.
John Heater is the actor.
John Hurd is
And
John
he
Home Alone.
John heard everything.
John something. That's all I'm fucking saying. Fuck all of y'all.
John Hurd is the one that's like, Gavin, you spent $967 on room service.
Yeah.
And then all I'm gonna say is that the only other thing I know from Napoleon Dynamite was two things, actually. One is the guy behind the computer says is a fucking nerd. Says something about dating chicks, and then there's a shirt that says "Vote for Pedro." That's all I know from that movie.
Vote for Pedro.
I mean, wait, you forgot about Uncle Rico.
Like I said, I've never seen the movie in full, so I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
You wouldn't want to catch a roundhouse in these bad boys.
The best part of that movie is when homie takes a steak and throws it right at fucking Napoleon's head when they're on the bike.
You know what the best part of that statement was? You
part of
said
that
homie.
movie. Whatever,
No,
dude.
No, Napoleon Dynamite's mood. What are you gonna do today, Napoleon? Whatever I feel like. God.
Hey, all I'm gonna say is that actor is fucking great in Blades of Glory and Benchwarmers.
Benchwarmers.
I fucking love
hilarious.
Benchwarmers. I love Benchwarmers.
Yes.
It's cool.
You're in the bushes.
You're in the bush.
Anytime I play
are definitely out.
Anytime I play
You're in the
Fortnite and I
bushes.
see someone hide in a bush, you're in the
bushes.
I do that too. I don't say it out loud, but I say it in my head.
That's Joseph when he finds an ammo crate in the bush. He's like, "You're in the bushes."
You're in the bushes. Hey, by the way, everyone watching, don't share your ammo with Joseph. Just say, let's find an ammo crate first.
If I'm not mistaken, around the time that was basically one of the objectives for the whole battle pass.
Cool.
Those were the objectives you told us to do.
Joseph, are you sure you're mistaken?
Like I
All right,
said,
awkward silence. Let's change the subject.
No.
Let him
Like
talk.
like I said, I think it's been like what? Yeah, it's been like a whole year since that specific battle pass happened, and I just like don't remember
That's hard to believe. You remember everything.
when that came out for it.
You sure it wasn't November 2nd at 10 o'clock p.m.?
Okay, so
What do you guys think of the new season?
I like it. It's growing on me.
I'm liking it.
I like it better than the last season. That fucking Marvel shit. I love Marvel. I'm not gonna lie. I love Marvel, but that season
wasn't the last season though.
Oh.
Was it? I could have sworn last season was Marvel. I'm sorry.
No,
Season
you
4.
stopped playing the game for a long time.
Yeah, season 4 was Marvel.
I could
We're
have
on
sworn
chapter
season
2,
4 was
season
last
6.
season.
So
We're on season
this
6.
season,
Hey, I'm sorry I'm poor as shit and I don't have enough money to upgrade my PC.
so this season was actually something that I would say it's good for most part, and it doesn't keep on utilizing on one main character this time. It's been.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah.
What do you mean by that? Seriously.
You know how like they have like a main character to unlock, like last year was Deadpool, then there was like Aquaman.
What? Oh, you said last year. I thought you meant last season. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about?
He's talking about
That's what I meant. Last year, not last season.
Yeah, last year.
Last
year was
Marvel.
last year was Deadpool. Then the season after that was Aquaman and whatnot. This year it has like utilized more to unlock throughout it. There's Lara Croft, there's Raven, and there's like
well, what they're
Raven's
doing
been
is
so
that this
crossover.
season's the sequel to last season, which was a crossover. Not gonna lie, I think the season itself is better this season, but I think the battle pass was better last season. Like as far as the unlockables and the things crossing over. You had Mandalorian, you had
Oh, that was last season.
they added like Alien and Terminator. They added like cooler shit.
Yeah,
I think
that was all in the item shop though.
but it's still part of what they're trying to do for the season.
All right, let's get to the main reason why everyone's on this channel tuning in right now. Sam, how was your tourney win?
Oh, here he goes.
And at that moment, I'm taking the mission.
Same you, I'm kidding.
So anyway,
No, don't leave me here with them.
don't leave me on the phone with them.
I want to
Hey!
Anyways, my tournament win. So it was really cool. I mostly got carried. Not gonna lie, I did get MVP the first game, but I was on a team with a tournament winner from last season, and we like me and the two other people just like had great chemistry like playing together. And I mean, like, I knew we were gonna make it to the top, it definitely to the finals, because we were doing no worse than, I don't know, I mean, we wouldn't let the other team get more than like 3 goals, and we always like got a minimum of like 7. So like I was like, we're like, this is fucking great. And then when you see the leaderboards after each game, I don't know, like once we got to the final, we lost the first one. I was like, fuck. And then because it's best 2 out of 3 for the final, and then the second one we won, and then it got to the third one, and we kicked ass in that one too. So it was really cool. I was like, I fucking won one. I know, like I probably did the least amount of work, but you know, it's not like I did terrible. I didn't like complete, like I still made at least 1 goal every game. No, right, yeah, right. It's like, yeah. So it was. I'm just glad, like, you know, you get a little like weight lifted off of you, like trying, like it's like getting the crown in Fall Guys. But that's different. That was way more of a satisfying feel. Like I was very happy to get a tournament win, but that's not the only reason why I play Rocket League. The reason why you play Fall Guys is to get a crown. So that getting that crown was the most, like, one of my most satisfying like experiences playing a video game.
If you want a crown and you know it, raise your hands.
I'm
Chris,
okay
don't raise your
with
hand
that.
when you get back.
I'm okay, you know, personally. I've just accepted. I've accepted the fact that I'm never
That's what
gonna get
TJ
a
said.
fucking crown.
I don't know why I'm putting hands up, but I'll put mine up anyways.
No, you're not supposed to.
Down. This is about if you have a crown in Fall Guys.
I'll put my hand down then.
I said the same thing. I was like, I'm content with knowing the fact that I am never gonna win one. And then all of a sudden,
look what happened.
Wait, hold on.
Also,
You won one.
no, I know.
No, he said that if he wasn't gonna be like content about
Well, like,
winning one, like he
Tyler
thinks
is
he's
saying
never
that
gonna
the same
really
thing
win one,
TJ
but
was
still have
saying.
fun with the game.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. That's permanent.
I
got lost.
I just accepted the fact that if I get a fucking crown, I'm not really trying to get one.
That is
Because it's
all
just too
I'm
much
gonna
stress. Like when you're in the
I wanna
bro,
say
when
this
I'm in the
much.
finals and shit, and I'm like the final 3, and I'm trying to jump over shit, and my fucking hands are sweating to the point where my fucking controller's like slipping out of my hand.
Whoa.
Like
What's
I'm
crazy
gonna
is
say
that
this much. Fuck Fall Guys. Sam knows why. Fuck Fall Guys.
But I think what's crazy is that I won my crown on the one game that I never would think I'd have a chance at, which was Fall Mountain. But the reason was because, and TJ and Chris were that, there was 4 people. And then I won one that night too. That's I don't know if Joseph hopped on.
I
that
was in for your second one.
Okay, yeah, and it was that same night. And there was 8 people on that one. So that was like, okay, I actually know. And that time I actually knew how to maneuver through Fall Mountain.
Yeah.
So, and then the third one, because I won a third crown too. Like
I'm
a
gonna say that's your
weaker,
3
like
in one day.
No, I won 2 in one day. I didn't win my third one till like 2 weeks later, and that was in. It wasn't Jump Showdown. It was Roll Off.
Yeah, roll off.
But me and the guy fell at the same time. He hit the fucking slime a little bit before I did.
Yeah, it was for me.
I
won it 3 times last season. The first one was like Thin Ice, then Fall Mountain, then Roll Off, and I won one this season. Me and Sam were just like doing a duo. We weren't just like recording it or streaming it. We were just like playing it for fun, and then
If you didn't stream it, it didn't happen.
Yeah, it was
No
on
proof.
Thin Ice
Didn't
again.
happen.
It was me and Sam were in the finals,
Wrong.
but Sam got out early.
Wrong. 33,000.
I just want to bring up one thing.
That's what happened, and like it was, and like Joseph was like, "Yes, I got another one again."
I want to bring up one thing is though, Otter, Tyler, Enter, Sam, and I were all in Rocket League. And all of a sudden, all we hear over chat is, "Holy shit! I won a crown! Holy shit!"
Yeah.
TJ.
Yeah, no.
He was like, Hexagon too. It's like my least favorite fucking final map.
Which one did you win
That
on?
Hexagon.
Oh wow.
That's
That's
the
one
one
I feel like I'll
Damn.
never
Yeah,
I just remember Sam going, "No proof, no crown."
So
Then we get a snap.
And then, yeah, we get a
Oh,
Snapchat.
holy shit, I won.
No, another
If
one of
we're-
my favorite moments of hearing somebody win something. I forgot what I was playing. I think it was back when we were all still playing Xbox, and I was in a party with Chris, and I just I'm playing a solo.
Are you talking about a sniper shot?
I think I just started a solo, and Chris, yeah, and I just and Chris goes, "Oh my god." He like fucking screamed. He screamed on the top of his lungs. I'm like, "Did you die?" He's like, "No, I got stuck." And then he sent me the video of the sniper. It was really fucking cool.
Dude, that's
Oh my
still
God.
the best.
I'm
Hearing
never
that,
going
I
to
just
live that
started
down. I'm just saying that.
Dude,
I'm never
that
living
is
down.
the
It was
best.
the funniest fucking thing.
I remember because I get a Facebook message from him just randomly, and I look and it's that video of when he did the sniper kill, and to this day, out of our entire group, that is hands down the best kill on Fortnite.
All right.
Oh, by far.
I
by
got a question.
far.
I got a good question. I want Joseph to answer it first, and then like let him talk and because I want to hear his answer, and then everyone can like get their answers. Joseph, what is your favorite rage moment of you?
Oh,
And then everyone get your answers. Thought.
Oh shit!
I
I'm
have
going
mine
last.
on the top of my head right now.
I have my top 3.
I have my top one, and it's probably going to make
I
a
have
big call.
one. I have one.
my top rage moments.
It has to be natural, organic, not forced. At least in my eyes. I don't know about everyone.
Actually, you can look back on and like think that like, hey, that actually was kind of funny, like in retrospect.
I mean, consider the fact that this kind of actually gave me like 7 years of bad luck at one time. So there are some of the times that like I actually once had a broken Xbox controller that I would just like smash straight on the ground. It bounced like far back
that was
and
a fucking
actually
controller moment I
smashed
had.
a stand mirror.
It's like
That-
he hits it.
I just want to say one thing really quick is if you could look at this controller, if you look at that right there, you see there's a little indent
The little
in
pop
between,
bar,
like right here. You see that mirror behind me? And do you see the corner of this desk right here where my glasses?
Yeah, I see that.
I threw my controller like this, and it flew all the way back and hit the mirror.
I'm surprised I didn't fucking crack it.
I'm surprised your mirror's not cracked.
It's a good thing that I
Right?
don't smash it on my
You gotta
desk.
be careful. You got a dog in your room,
Like,
bro.
You basically have a wooden desk as I have a
Oh
ton
no!
of glass.
When that happened, Toby was in the other room.
Oh, okay.
You guys don't want to know how much money I've spent on fucking.
Yep.
You don't want to know.
All right. How many
remember
controllers?
my-
How many controllers have you went through?
I punched
Then
him.
again,
If
you
you
did hit your controller.
Okay, TJ.
Okay, Sam, for you, I love the time when you actually raged in Fall Guys because your controller did not actually work for that one round.
Yeah.
Dude, that was the best. he's like,
I
what?
had some rage
Here, hold on. Here, I'll imitate it.
Controller again.
I'll imitate it. He was playing, right? And he was like, wait, my controller.
No, I literally. There, I'll do
And then
it
he did
myself.
no. And then he did this. He's like, go check my stream.
Fucking controller.
Okay.
No, all right, hold on. Wait. Now, I want to get my couple answers out of the way. My favorite Joseph raging moment. I have a couple. All right, this isn't really a rage moment.
I call next.
And TJ was here for it. I remember, alright, I'm in a party with TJ, RJ, and Samantha. And I told them, I was like, guys, last night I asked Joseph, I was like, hey, want a pineapple pizza? And he left the party. And they were all like, are you serious? I was like, no, but you can actually see that happening, right? And they were like, yeah, I believe that. So then Joseph joins the party and we're talking. I'm like, Joseph, I have a question for you. And everyone's talking and Joseph's like, Sam, I'm ready for your question. I'm like, do you want a pineapple pizza? And then I don't hear anything, and then I just see RAINPlaysGames left.
I call next.
Hold on, I got one more.
So get this, people that are watching. The reason why that I did that is like, I'm not one to say that
Did you rage
I'm
a lot?
the one that is completely against.
Oh, I see we're having quit time. Do you find me ragey?
Hey, I'm at my parade.
So basically, I'm not the one that is
He's allergic to pineapple.
criticizing-
There you go. Long story short.
Yeah, if you shut up about it, I'll tell you why. So I'm not the one that's like
would you like some
criticizing people
Spanish banana
that
and
with this
pineapple?
argument. I just say no for a personal reason, and that's because I'm allergic to it.
But like I think it's funny that like I predicted that was gonna happen. My other favorite one, I don't know. There's a lot to choose from, but
Joseph,
I
got
also
your birthday present. Would you like it now on the stream?
I also
It's
even
pineapple slices.
I like
You're too late for that.
I like the Mr. Dope finale. When it was just like the reason that's so funny is because you punched Tyler and I was able to like make it like look like it was part of the scene. That's like it was like enhanced a little bit.
What about the time in the finale when like everyone beat the shit out of everyone, kill him, and then Tyler was the last one standing? I just come like, nope.
I remember that.
I sniped his ass.
We
I sniped Tyler's ass at the very end.
Oh my
God.
god. That was great.
I also,
was
dude. Okay, even though Joseph's are very good, I think an overlooked one that are TJ's rage moments. I don't know, dude. I always laugh when TJ's like, "Dude, what?"
I laugh dying.
I like try hiding it because I know if I laugh, like I feel like he gets pissed off by it.
I don't want to bring up my own YouTube videos here, but that Fall Guys video I had.
I was gonna say, like, if you want to hear some of my rage shit, go fucking watch Star-Lord's videos, man.
I was gonna say, if you watch my latest Fall Guys video, there's just TJ going, what?
There's like different tiers of TJ's what. There's what, and then there's what.
I don't mean to feature you a lot in my videos, but it's just that you are the funniest fucking person to play Fall Guys with.
Hey. I'm glad I can help with the content, bro.
Thank you. It's so funny. I don't know if you noticed that last one. This is the last I'll talk about my videos here, but that last one when he went what the Damon Wayne part when we're doing the tail tag or whatever, that fucking killed me when I was editing that.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if you noticed this, but I timed the fucking gifs perfectly when you said what.
Yeah.
Fuck. But I do want to say one thing though. My favorite rage moment is Black is Sus.
The recent game for that, yeah.
That's all that needs to be said.
That's all I'm going to say is Black is Sus.
Alright, my favorite rain rage moment. So, Joseph and I were playing duos in Fortnite once upon a time. And we were...
this one. You told me about this one.
I don't remember this one.
And we dropped... I don't know. I don't remember where exactly, but it was a place like Pleasant Park or Holly Hedges.
Sure,
like,
it wasn't dirty.
No.
Or steamy.
No. No, don't get him started. Don't do it. Don't do it.
He wants to, don't do it.
No.
He wants to so
No.
badly.
Oh God, Sam, no, don't.
Done.
Server muted.
No.
Oh my God,
I'm done. Intermission.
Steamy.
I'm about to Alt F4 this podcast.
I do want to point out one thing really quick. Is we gone 2 hours without Sam saying a fucking bit.
Yes!
True.
We got ourselves a book.
Fuck! I need. You know what we need. You know what we need.
Say it! You had to say
No,
it!
you know what we need.
Hey, I just want to say one thing
All right,
really
hold
quick.
on.
I honor Sam for going 2 hours without saying a fucking bit.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
I didn't even try.
No, what we need to do is get one of those signs that they have at work, at like works and shit. That's like, we haven't had an injury in X amount of days. It's just we haven't had.
Yeah, that
Bit in about an hours.
And I'll just keep tallying.
Mom's on my screen like.
Let me downgrade that from hours to seconds.
Okay.
No,
Yeah. Tyler, go ahead. Your favorite rage moment that I did.
So anyways, so we ended up dropping. I'm gonna say Pleasant Park, and we were inside of a house. The dude fucking knocks me in. I'm right in front of Joseph. Like there was a door that opened right there, and he was in there. He closed the door and then opened it again to go shoot, but he kept hitting the actual wall, so he wasn't getting anything. And he's like, "Bro, it's not working. They they can shoot through the wall." And I'm like, "Joseph, they were literally right at the open door." And then and he said, no, it wasn't. It was closed. And then I literally just went into my mic and was just like,
not on my screen.
and he Alt F4
was glitched during
and
that
he Alt
day,
F4 out of that. He Alt F4 himself off of Fortnite.
I remember one time.
Yeah, I think the game was glitched during that time. I don't know.
Mine's not really a rage moment. It's just something kind of funny, but it is a rage moment. Not to the point. I don't think he left the party. I just remember, we were playing the Xbox, and I went to go get food or some shit, and I come back into my room and my headset, and I just hear Little Murmur. In my headset before I even sit back down.
You should what was the one that you were telling me about when you and him were playing Modern Warfare 2 or something? You were telling
when was I telling you this?
Like a couple days ago
my
on Rocket
favorite
League.
Rage moment is every time I play a game with Joseph. It's my favorite rage moment.
The one where he's literally the one where you guys were on opposing teams. And y'all,
that wasn't really a rage.
Oh, dude,
moment.
that's funny as hell.
That was. I
That
remember.
was a war.
No, I remember back when I lived in Illinois, and I would bring my Xbox over to Joseph's, and we'd do a little LAN party, and we'd play next to each other. And we were playing.
I think
it was Black Ops 3. And
Black Ops 3 is when we kept on doing that LAN party there.
Exactly. And you and me were on different teams, and so I couldn't hear what your team was saying to you, and I could hear what you're saying because I was sitting right next to you, and I just hear you yelling. I can kind of hear them through your headset a little bit. My team wasn't saying anything at all.
That
and,
was around the time that I had
You and me were both doing really bad, I remember. But I looked at your record, or at the end, it said you had like 8 and like 30 something as like a KD, and then I just hear all of them go like trash ass.
Oh, you told me this story.
Yeah, like it was just like because I hear Joseph like yelling at them.
What map was that
I'm like,
again? I'm trying to remember.
dude,
All I know is
that
that
was-
I
Sam
think
told me-
it was
Hold
one
on,
of the
hold on, let
maps
me-
that you like, but I hate.
maybe I
Let me
don't
just say
remember
this much.
exactly.
Sam told me this much. He goes, there's one moment Joseph's just like going off on his teammates, and the next thing you know, Sam's on the opposite team, and he goes, like Call of Duty, you can hear like the other team at the end of the game or some shit.
It's
Yeah,
you
and
can hear
Joseph-
them at the end of the game, yeah.
And Joseph just keeps screaming at his teammates, and his teammates are just calling him shitty, trash, and all that shit.
I was just like, I'm sitting there, like, I hear Joseph yelling at them, and I can hear them through his headset. I can't make out the words, though. And I'm like, I can't wait to hear, like, all the things they're saying. They're just like, fucking trash. Get this kid out of here.
Trash, man. You fucking suck.
It was funny. Like, my team's just not saying shit at all. Even though I was doing pretty... Like, I love the moments in Call of Duty, like when you would kill somebody and you can hear them for that split second, and they're like, "Bro, what the?"
I think what was that? That was the that was actually like search and destroy, and you could actually hear your teammates until like. Oh, I'm looking at it on the stream right now.
RAINPlaysGames left the party.
And I will.
I had to write it backwards because it was in reverse, so it literally looks like a 4-year-old wrote it.
Okay. Okay. Since we're on the topic of video games, favorite single-player game that you guys have ever played?
Single.
Could be recent, could be in the past.
House party.
Shut up.
I think my favorite, the one that I probably enjoyed the most. That's hard because there's so many different kinds.
Okay.
I'm in between two for two different reasons.
All right. I'm gonna say one from the past and one from today. From the past, it was I see that. From the past, Star Fox 64. From today, Tomb Raider.
Which Tomb Raider?
The one when it came out on the Xbox, around the Xbox One, PlayStation 4 era.
Like the first one?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, what was the question? I missed it.
I'm gonna do what Joseph did and
Enjoy
like
game.
name one from the past and name like a present one. My favorite past one, nostalgia reasons, and even newer because they remastered it, is Spyro. I've loved
Honestly, never
Spyro.
tried
One of my
that game.
favorite.
I really
one of my-
want to, but I've never tried
You
it.
should get
such
the
a
Reignite
fun
trilogy.
game.
It's really good.
It's so fun.
Melissa
I think
played it.
I think
She
it's one of
said
the
she loved
best.
it.
I think it's one of the best remasters for a video game. My favorite newer one is probably, it's not new, but it's newer, is New Vegas, just because that is the game that got me into playing role-playing games, and I just got sucked into the lore of Fallout from playing that, and that's hands down Fallout's best storyline. So that's probably my favorite newer one.
Yeah, by now with all that, by now it's like, I think soon enough I'm actually feel confidently ready to actually purchase Cyberpunk 2077 on PC.
I'm gonna wait till it gets on
from-
discount.
From what I actually heard, they heavily fixed up a lot of issues that
I heard
they
that.
I heard the game
I think it was mainly
itself.
Xbox.
But okay, so when that game got released, though, it was during when the COVID pandemic was at a high impact rate.
It just got
Yeah,
released
so-
like in
yeah.
December.
So
All I want to say this much when I heard about the game is that most of the problems were on like consoles. PC was perfectly fine, is what I heard.
Yeah, the PC was good. It was just like when it was on the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4, it had problems. But from what I understood now, a lot of those problems have been like fixed.
but
Yeah,
I feel
But then
I
soon enough,
blame that. I blame them for that. I don't blame.
No, what I've say about Cyberpunk, that whole issue is that
I love Keanu.
I blame
That's all
both
I'm
the
saying.
creators and the fans because, yeah, it is on the creators that they release a game that they knew was not ready to be released.
This game has been hyped for like 8 years.
But at the
Really?
same time,
I'm
I
not
blame
here
the
8 years
fans.
ago.
See, this is why, like, when people bitch about a game being delayed, I'm like, let it be delayed. Let them
I'd
do what
rather-
they need to do to give you
I was
the
gonna say, I'd rather
ultimate
it be
gaming
delayed.
experience.
Except-
Because it happened with the what was it? The
Cyberpunk.
Avengers game.
Oh no, Avengers game was
That game's
perfect.
fucking trash, dude.
It wasn't trash. It was better than I thought it was gonna be, but I don't know.
It wasn't worth like playing
I
a
know that.
long time with.
I
It's just
played-
like
I played it for like
I
maybe
j-
a week.
I
got
just
over
get
it.
annoyed at how
Really?
long the load
I beat
time.
it. I almost beat it, to be honest.
Yeah, but
I got 3/4 of the way through.
here's just hoping that once Cyberpunk 2077 comes out for both PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series, that it actually gets much more better than how it was on the Xbox One and PlayStation 4, of course.
See,
But
that's-
yeah,
you don't, I got
and
something to say.
TJ, me and you could actually think more of this because they could actually fix up that game a lot better than what 2K tried doing for 2K20.
We don't talk about that game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, WWE 2K20.
Oh,
Why would you even bring that
Forbidden
into
game.
all I want to say is now that I started playing games on my PC, I don't think I'm ever going back to Xbox.
Agreed.
Or PS.
Same.
That's a
here.
very tough
I
thing
think
because
PC over any console any day, in my opinion.
Well, that's always been the obvious, but
Well, I know,
like,
I know that's the obvious. It's just that in
It's-
my eyes in general, PC over Xbox.
I'm not
Well,
an
and
obvious
with-
sweater with
just
all the
have-
obvious sweater.
I have no
questions.
desire to go back to it just because
Fuck you and your
most of the
sweater.
games I can play on Xbox, I can play on
Or on
PC.
Steam. Or literally on
Yeah,
Steam. The
on
graphics
Steam,
are so
right.
much better.
And
it's
I just
so much
I don't know.
fluenter and
I think it is the
everything.
ultimate gaming experience.
PC is where it's at. That's all I'm saying.
All consoles
know,
are is just a
I'm
compressed
Team
PC.
I'm Team PC. That's all
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Consoles
But
are
like, and I remember I was gonna get the Series X, like
Same.
after I built this, and then after I played this for like 2 weeks, I was like, why the fuck would I do that? I know if
Yeah,
I get the
exactly.
Series X, I'm not
Literally
gonna
what
touch it.
I did.
I have the better shit.
yeah.
Like my mom
mean-
told me, it's like, hey, I saw the Xbox Series X is available now. Would you like me to get it for you? I'm like, no, mom, I'm sorry. I'm PC now. Not the PC like fucking PC principle, but like I'm PC gaming.
I can see that being like I can see that being a skit.
Oh, hold on.
What's your
If
name?
you really
Damn
want
it,
me to
Leslie, shut the fuck up.
I can see that being
time out. I have a question for all of y'all. When I put these Oakleys on, tell me, do I not? My brother Matthew says I look exactly like PC Principal from South Park. Tell me if I look like that with these glasses on.
I see it.
I see it.
I see
yeah.
it.
I would have never like thought that if you didn't tell me that, but like I see.
Because I went over to his house one day and wearing my Oakleys here, and he goes, "You look just like PC
That should be your
Principal
house.
from
You
South
should
Park."
go
I'm
as
like,
that for
"Go fuck
Halloween.
yourself."
Back to the
Maybe.
question at hand, Chris. Answer
What was the question?
Favorite single player game?
You guys might hate me for this because I just started playing it, but I actually really do love it. Disneyland Adventures.
That's your.
Favorite?
Really?
Everything you've
If-
ever
if-
played, that's your favorite.
If we're talking about, hey, hold on, time out. Are we doing single player only, or are we doing multiplayer? If we're doing multiplayer,
No, we're
that's
doing
not it.
single
If we're
player,
doing single player, single player is Disneyland Adventures. I don't play single player games. That's the only single player I've ever played.
Okay, think
was
of every
Disneyland.
single player game you've ever played. You never played some as a kid.
Not that I can think of on top of my head.
Disneyland.
Other than City.
Me and TJ were talking about that because we saw that you hopped on that on Steam, and oh my god,
I love that.
Actually like
Like,
that.
I don't know. I know I discussed this earlier in the podcast here, but like, I'm hardcore Disney.
But like now the
hard.
thing about that game, it's really I think it's cool. Like, oh, I'm walking around Disneyland. This is cool. There's all the characters, but like some of the levels are a little
Like I don't
don't
know if you guys
know.
noticed
Little-
this about me.
Sam, me and you
All
can
my
agree with
videos-
this. We could play the Universal
I
Studios
was
game
gonna-
over
I was
that.
gonna mention that one too.
I agree.
Actually,
The Universal game, that Disneyland game, wouldn't exist if it wasn't for that Universal. Game.
agreed.
I would.
100%.
I don't know much. I don't know much about the Universal game other than I played it when I was a kid. But
I love
I don't
I
remember-
love that
I don't-
game. That game was.
fun.
I don't
I
remember
never
much about
owned
it.
it. I never owned
Do
it,
you
but
remember-
any time that you would come over, like we would be at grandma's or something, spending the night, and you brought that, we would play that game all night.
Dude, do you remember the little quiz that you would take, and if you miss it all,
You really need to watch more movies.
Woody the Woodpecker
Yeah.
showing up everywhere.
Yeah, Woody the Woodpecker is basically the one that guides you around everywhere.
He's the Mickey
What-
Mouse of Universal Studios.
What I find
That's
a
all.
little
That
bit
song in
annoying-
that game was good. I love that song in that game.
Okay,
The
there's
song
just two
slaps.
flaws that I find annoying.
But there's another single person game I started playing that I like though. It's called City Skylines, where you basically are a city
I know that
planner.
game. I know that game.
You're basically a city planner and you build your own fucking city. That's actually fun as fuck once you get the hang of it.
Okay, so
Sounds like something
there's
you
two
do with Chick-fil-A.
flaws that- so
What?
there's
So that sounds like a game you do with Chick-fil-A.
Well, you could if you want to fuck up your city and kill everybody. But
okay.
My kind of
So for the
game.
for the Universal Studios game, there's actually just two flaws that I find very annoying about.
Just play the
One of them is actually like the map in general looks very easy, but once you like walk to like the area that you're trying to go, it tends to keep on taking you to a different direction. And number two is that the first ride that you're basically playing on is basically for free. But then you have to actually collect trash for money to buy it for hats. And if you're wearing that hat, you immediately get to the ride.
which game is
Speaking of
this?
hats.
This
Is
sounds
it
like
Universal
Studios.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
That aspect was kind of fun. This is kind of switching gears here a little bit. It's actually kind of going back one. I have another favorite Joseph moment. It's not a rage moment. It's a moment of a video game, of a single player video game. Staying on that topic, and I told you all this before. I remember when I brought over The Sims Bustin' Out for the original Xbox. And we were passing the controller around, and it was Joseph's turn. And The Sims takes a long time to get through. I was like, "There's no way we're gonna be able to pass the controller in one day." And I remember it was Joseph's turn, and probably within 45 minutes of his gameplay, he already burnt down the house, and everyone died and said, "You kill, like, your sim is dead, game over." And I was like, I'll never forget your reaction. You were playing, I'm like, "Joseph, the fucking house is burned down," and said your sim died. You were like,
I have
I
a
was like,
question.
"Pass the controller, bud."
I have a question.
You
And I
like,
already
have,
know
like,
the
a
answer to one of
stove on,
Joseph's.
and your sim's like, "I saw, no, I saw."
I
What's
can't even
everyone's
tell if I did
favorite
that on purpose or
simulation
not.
game?
I
I'm
know
just
you
saying.
did. I know you did.
Hold on one second. Tyler, you gotta answer the question now.
Which one?
Single player game.
So nostalgic, I got to agree with Sam, is Spyro. That's the one that kind of paved the way for all like RPG games I played, but my favorite modern day one is Skyrim.
Okay. Okay. And now I'll give two simple answers here.
I actually have an
Nostalgic,
answer to mine too.
definitely The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time.
No,
That
there you
game
go.
was
Okay.
fantastic. And now, I mean, the modern day fucking God of War. You guys hear me talk about it all the time.
Yeah.
God of War.
Oh, I thought it would be
2018.
Borderlands, even though it's
God
not
of-
single player.
It's not, well, I mean, it is, but
It
that's,
is
that's
and
my
isn't.
favorite game.
I like
overall.
how everyone's naming like big, profound, just like extraordinary.
All I'm gonna
games, like
say,
God of War, New Vegas,
Disneyland
Tomb Raider,
Adventures.
Skyrim, and then you have fucking Disneyland Adventure.
if you want a big name, if you want a big name single player,
podcast in a nutshell.
hold up. If you want a big name single player, that it's not really a single player, but I did a lot of single player on it.
Oh, shit.
Call of Duty Ghost.
Fuck!
Halo, man. No, hold on, wait.
I'll
I'll count Halo. Yeah.
Yeah, Halo.
Okay, pay for it.
I played a lot of Halo solo because I'm a Halo guy.
Oh,
Fuck
I-
Which Halo?
Okay.
Which Halo
Three-
is your favorite?
The first one, 2, Reach, and 3 are my favorite.
That's
I think the first one gets a lot of hate. But the second one's my all-time favorite.
Second one's
love
Halo 2 is the best.
I love 3.
ODST is the worst. If you love ODST, we're not friends. That's all I'm saying.
So Joseph likes ODST.
I'm just saying this much. If you like ODST, fuck you. I only bought ODST so I get the expansion pack for Halo 3.
Hey, I love ODST over 4.
It's garbage. Garbage.
But you're putting Halo 3 ODST over Halo 3.
I
That's the
want to
issue.
say one more thing really quick. Halo went downhill the second Bungie released it. Once Bungie got rid of Halo, Halo sucked.
Yeah, Halo 4
In my
was
eyes.
fucking awful.
And Halo 5
Halo
is no better.
garbage.
What was that Spartan Assault thing that they came out with?
I don't know. All I know is
so
that
Sam, think of this. Hold on a second. So, Sam,
that's all
think
I'm
of
saying.
this.
I'm using the
Halo Spartan Assault is exactly like Call of Duty Dead Ops.
Oh.
Except
Okay.
it's not much of the arcade aspect as Dead Ops has done, where you a weapon spawns in. You have to like control yourself with your weapon. And
Yeah, I want that.
So
okay,
going-
I just thought of another retro game from the past. Conker's Bad Fur Day.
The funny game.
It's funny. That's all we're saying. We're not talking about that game.
What do you have
Why not?
against that?
I got nothing against the game. I think the game is great.
Why can't we talk about it?
Oh, I don't know.
Please elaborate, Tyler.
Excuse me.
Please
Excuse me.
explain.
Yeah,
Explain.
now you have our attention. Like,
Explain.
here comes the guy that won't let you talk.
Watch. Here's the deal. Slip and slide on this banana peel.
What are you doing? Wow, already 2 hours and 17 minutes in.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
What's
Dude, bro,
Jobs ready for y'all.
fucking SpongeBob Battle the Bikini Bottom is another fantastic nostalgic game.
Yeah. And
Even the remaster's pretty good.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Yeah, when they
Banjo-Kazooie is
finally
good.
fixed some of the bugs in the remastered one, it became how it's supposed to be.
How'd you
Yeah.
guys feel about Crash Bandicoot as a whole? Because
I don't like it.
Overrated, I think.
So it's a mix.
Okay, Chris.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I just want to get that point. I want to get that point across really quick
So,
before we
For
move
me, it's a mix. It's like there's some good Crash Bandicoot games, as there's some terrible ones.
what was your favorite Crash Bandicoot game?
My
One I didn't
favorite one, even though I haven't played it a lot more than what I really wanted to, is Crash Bash. Yeah, Crash Bash. Crash Bash, I would have to say, is like one of my all-time favorites. But if I would have had to say the worst one, what was the one that came out on the 360? Was it like Crash at the Titans?
I didn't play that. Period.
Yeah, it was that one. They made the characters. They like revamped the characters' looks, and they were horrible.
I'm
Like,
just gonna say one thing really quick. You guys are probably going to kick me out of the podcast. I haven't played a single Crash Bandicoot game.
No, we just all said
We all.
Oh, okay.
It's a
I
very
walked away. I don't know if you
overrated
noticed that. I
franchise.
walked
Open your
away.
fucking ears.
It was a very.
I walked away, motherfucker.
It was
I heard
overrated
4
as
was
hell.
really good. The one that just came out recently.
I haven't
Heard
played
it
a
was a
single
decent
Spyro game
game.
either.
Unbelievable, dude.
So,
I think we
like-
should pick him.
so like already with
You want
the
to buy me the game? If you get it,
you
TJ,
can tell
if you
how
gift it to me,
fucked
I'll
up
play
it
it.
is.
If you gift it to me over Steam, I'll play it.
I see.
How about
Yeah.
that?
Why does Crash
Yeah.
look like a Fortnite character?
Yeah, like,
Why does that look like a
how the
drawing you
hell-
made? That it was
Looks like a
terrible.
Okay,
Did
God
you
damn
say a
it.
South Park character? Because that's what I was thinking of.
Hold on.
Oh.
Going to have to
You know what my least favorite
That-
color is? Teal.
basically.
We're talking about colors now. That's not one of our topics.
I'm
That's
just
not
saying,
even
my
a-
least favorite. I don't
We're
care
reaching
what
the
color
bottom
it
of the
is.
barrel here now.
That's not even a teal color.
It is in my eyes. I don't know if you noticed, but I love white. Oh yeah, look at that white. Now go ahead, go on what you're saying. I'm sorry.
I didn't have much to say afterwards.
Yeah, I think you just fried everyone's brains with that fucking statement.
Oh wait, actually I do. So yeah, in that game,
great.
it's like everything was just basically all fucked. It's like, first of all,
Speaking of frying brains, how about
when
that drool you're hitting?
when the hell was it okay to
There's that
change
alcohol.
the original design?
I love it.
Both Aku
It's not like I got 3
Uka.
bottles.
Like, when was it ever okay to change the design for both Aku and Uka Uka?
Well, they changed a lot of designs for,
But this one was
the
Jurassic.
game. And even like just coming out with sequels, I've noticed. I mean, it's bad because I can't think of any off the top of my head at the second.
like-
But I mean, I've seen it happen, and like, I don't know. There's redesigns that are hit or misses. They're gonna happen.
Basically then comes the Crash Team Racing Nitro Fuel.
Good game.
Good for a start. Bad afterwards, I was just saying. Because when they added the microtransactions for a lot of stuff, it's just like, it basically is like, what the fuck?
Microtransactions ruin games, period.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I just saw another single player game that's perfect.
Just look
Oh
at
god,
EA.
what is it?
Oh no.
All I know is that Sam and Tyler both love the game as much as I do.
Now you really have my attention. What is it?
Let me get up really close to the microphone like Entertainist here. America Truck Simulator.
All the way to Colorado.
Oh, you know it.
I hit a person. I lost like $375 at the beginning of that game.
Wait, what?
I started that game $1 million in debt because I kept hitting a police officer.
The game
Hey, you know a game induces
cost
raging?
$20.
You know it's an underrated game that induces raging that we play is
Entertainist, the
Poker.
life story.
Yes.
Oh, I love
Poker. I do
That
too.
used
But
to be
when
the
you
shit
like,
back in the day.
when you what, like fucking a month ago?
Yeah, I call that back in the day because we don't play it anymore.
Oh.
Oh, hold on. I do have a modern day single player that TJ can agree with. That I actually really like.
Listening.
Cyanide and Happiness.
I've only played like 20 minutes of it, dude. You know? I mean, from
Really?
what I played,
I
though,
thought
it
you beat the
was
game.
good.
I liked it. I played all the way into the part where like you have to it's past the first part, but like halfway through the second part, I don't know what it's fucking called. Like you defeat Dr. Doom, whatever the fuck the idiot's name is.
Dude, I don't even remember. I the only part I fucking got to, I think, was
Like you defeat the guy that's sitting in the basketball hoop after that scene. I know that's the very beginning of the game, but like you know what I'm talking about, right?
yeah.
I'm sorry. It's just I have a whole bunch of games on my left monitor here that I'm just looking at that I'm thinking of, like Beat Saber. That's another good single person game, but you have to have a VR set for that. But like, yeah, I'm going off topic. What were we talking about? Well, look at everyone looking at their phones.
Well, I just thought of something that we all like.
What's
All
that?
Let me just readjust my camera
Alright.
here, just like my
No.
buddy TJ
We
here.
don't
No,
all like that.
no, not
Sorry.
all of
Yeah, we all like that.
Hey, we all
fucking
like
hate that
Among Us,
game.
other
Alright,
than
here,
TJ.
yeah. Let's end this on talking about Among Us for a little bit.
Yeah.
Well,
So
intermission time. I'll be back.
Well, it's been real, TJ.
So everyone watching, all of our 4 viewers,
So-
all of our 4 viewers here.
my
TJ
thoughts
loves
on
Among Us.
my thoughts on the new map. I think it's not bad, but I don't know if it's something I love playing consistently. I'd rather play Scout still. To be
I
honest,
want to tack onto that really quick. I got one word to describe the new map. overhyped.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I feel this has been hyped for a long time. I like some of the new things they did with what they did with the new map, like that glider thing. That's fun.
Oh, I do like the no.
Yeah, that's
Like,
funny.
okay, some of them are it's funny and whatnot, but the actual map itself is not fun unless you have 10 people. Because it
I
is
think
such
that is
a
one map that
huge
you need
map.
like the full squad for to play.
I
Yeah,
have one
that would-
question
I would
real
have
quick
to
that's
say-
non-game related. Sam, is that a Kona brewery beer?
It is.
Is it Big Wave?
No, I do have that one. This is Longboard.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I tried Big Wave. I wasn't the biggest fan, but I really want to try that brewery.
Big Waves, yeah, I like Longboard more.
I have to try your longboard. I haven't tried it. But back to gaming. I'm sorry. I
But
beer.
Among Us, yeah, I don't know. I enjoy Skeld the most.
Oh, Skeld's my favorite by far. Out of all four, Skeld's my favorite.
I think that was
Mainly because I know like the back of my hand. That's all I'm saying.
No,
Yeah,
right. Well,
that's,
yeah,
like,
that is
the
the
easy
main
stuff.
reason. But yeah, I don't know, dude. I mean, Among Us is just like a fucking like probably one of my all-time favorite like games to play with like a group of friends. Because there's one game that I'm gonna bring up a little bit. There's this game I used to play a long time ago that is just like Among Us, and the reason why I was interested in Among Us was called Town of Salem. And
I heard that game.
basically what you do is like I would come home like from work and like play that shit for like 3 hours straight. It was really addicting. It was like what you would do is you would get a role and you would either be the sheriff or you'd be the sheriff or the doctor who could like heal people, and no one knows what each other's roles are. And then like when it hit night, that's when the bad guys, which would be the mafia and then the serial killer, and you're basically it's like Among Us. You're trying to figure out who was who, and then like there's like roll call, what they call like, all right, everyone state their roles, and then like try to see like who the liar is like in the chat board. So that was the original Among Us.
What game are you talking about?
Town of Salem.
Town of Salem.
Okay.
That's why I said it.
And I think Among Us is, I enjoy it more because there's more to like whereas Town of Salem is more about like reading the dialogue. Among Us actually has more gameplay to it, more interacting with the game itself. Yes, Chris?
I was gonna say I have another game I want to talk about after this one.
What is
that
it?
we were in.
Oh, I wasn't sure if you're done or not. I don't want to interrupt you. I just want to put my hand
No,
up.
it's
That way I'm next.
I mean that's all I wrote.
I just haven't stated my opinion yet on the new map.
Oh shit! I didn't know that.
Go ahead and state your opinion. I just want to talk about a game that I really enjoyed recently that we all tried, but none of you guys got into. But go ahead and state your opinion on the map.
So
No.
of course, like the map is like huge as fuck, and it's like there's so much rooms and other stuff that it's kind of hard to keep track of like what it is. And then as soon as you like know about every room, you're bound to like forget a room like sometime afterwards, and it'll be like a little bit difficult than what you actually expect. And if you're gonna be like setting up the kill cooldown, this is like the only map that I think that the kill cooldown it will actually be higher than what we would normally play. Because a lot of people play from like 25 to 30 seconds for the kill cooldown. This is more like one that should be like 45 or more.
Well, I think another reason about that, and like I'm with you on that, it is a really big map, but also I think forgetting like a lot of the things is because it is a new map and you don't know the places yet. That plays a big factor into that as well. But yeah, no, I don't know. The new map overall is just, it's okay. I like it more than Polis, I think. But
by far, I hate Polis.
Mira's
my personal
pretty
opinion,
fun.
I hate Polis.
Yeah,
My
I don't
Polis is
care
kind
for
of a
Polis
pain.
either.
The most common, I mean, the most like unique thing about the new map is where you can
It's
start.
bigger.
Where you can
Alright.
start, which does
Let
make
me-
it a challenge.
Let me ask you guys this then. if they were to create a new map, what do you think would work for Among Us? Like, what would you want a good new map to be?
Basically anything the same as Skeld.
I don't know. You want to know something? And this is going to... It reminds me of...
I wouldn't mind in jungle.
It reminds me of the situation with Fortnite. Because I think everyone was begging for a new map. And then you play a new map and realize the grass isn't greener. I love the new map in Fortnite. It's hard to compare because I do love the new map in Fortnite.
R.I.P. Tomato Town.
You had people begging for the new map, and now you have people begging for the old map to come back. And I miss it too, even though I do really enjoy this one. So I think like begging for new things can be like a downfall in the way because you'll get that, but then you'll miss what you had and what you know and what you loved and what started the game off.
You know what Fortnite should do? Like, if anybody out there ever heard this from Epic or whatever, pitch this to them. There should be an LTM where it is OG Fortnite. No revival buses, the old map.
I've been saying that.
Like, we talked about that.
Years.
I think instead of making the old map, come out with a limited time mode where they can call it OG, like exactly what you just said. I think that would be the perfect idea. That way, but that would be kind of hard on the creators' part, especially now with like working from home and everything, because they kind of have to like. I mean, I don't know anything about video game designing, so I don't know if it's easy to just plug the old map back in, or they have to kind of recreate it again.
I feel like what they would just have to do is just recreate a certain spot to build a template for it, and then all they do is just copy and paste.
Right.
Because they gotta have a save.
I could be wrong here, but I did take a coding class when I was in high school, and that seems like that'd be way too difficult to do, like just to plug in shit.
But I also think Epic is more about moving forward, which I'm for. As long as you have but like they have to keep in mind on what's going to appeal to the fans, because they can't just be like, all right, we want to come out with something new. They need to come out like, all right, people fucking loved the first map and people also loved the second map. So if they were to come out with a new one, they need to come out with something just as good as those two. They can't just come out with some shit and be like they have to know, like, is this something people are going to dig? Are people going to enjoy playing the game and landing at these spots? Because I fucking, like, if they do come out with a new map later down the line, I'm gonna miss this current map. I'm gonna miss landing at fucking Dirty Docks, Steamy Stacks, fucking Sweaty Sands. Like, if they get rid of those places. Right, yeah. Because I've grown to those new places. I miss the old map too, but I mean, I'm fine with where it's at right now. So, yeah, that's kind of my take on it.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I feel ready to tap out on this right now.
Hold on, I want to bring up my point really quick. That was my want to bring up.
Go ahead.
This might be an unpopular opinion against the group here, because I know all you guys don't like playing it as much as I do anymore. But ever since I started playing this game with my brother, my older brother, and my cousin, the forest, though, is really grown on me.
The forest
I heard it's good. I'm not into games like that, though.
I have nothing against that game.
It's a simulation game, and I love. I'm starting to get into simulation.
The issue, and this is just me as a person with games like that. It's so much commitment, and that's kind of why I fell off of Red Dead Redemption 2, because a great game, and I knew what they were doing, and I fucking loved it. It is a great game, but I'm just like, bro, it's so much fucking commitment to like. I play so many. I play it for.
It's like those kind of games. It's like those kind of games. What?
I say he wouldn't like playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Oh,
bro, yeah. I got like almost 100 hours logged into that fucking game.
Dude, all I want to say is this much about the forest is that I know you guys like I heard Sam here just a second ago. He says he's not against it. So you guys just don't like playing it. But ever since nothing against you guys, is that now that I'm starting playing it more with my brother and my cousin, I'm really fucking loving this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure that could happen.
That's awesome. Because
reminds me of another guy that plays it.
Vanos or Markiplier.
No.
My DMs are fine right now.
Let's just put it that way.
I was just going to say this much: that Matthew found it through Markiplier, and that's why we got
It
into
went over
the
your
three of
head,
us.
Chris. Let's just.
I know it went over my head. I understand it went over my
done.
head. It's just that the reason that me, Matthew, and Jeremy played is because of Markiplier.
Right.
That's all I'm saying. I know it went over my head. I understand it went over my head. It's just that it's fucking Joseph. Everything that he says, I just ignore.
That was like a desperate. That's like getting pinned by like 3 sweaters against you, and you just are like, I give up at this point. Instantly throws it to someone else.
There once was a squad that readied up.
Well, you were saying.
You were
saying.
You were saying.
Everybody, thank you so much for watching.
I think we should go another 20 minutes, make it 3 hours.
No. I think we got a lot of good stuff for a pilot episode. We will be back next month. So
let's find that date.
The
3rd.
I will not be in Eastern Standard Time. I'll be in Central next month.
Let's get the date up really quick.
It's the 3rd, right? Like the
third Sunday. Yeah.
Be the
Bro, I just got a notification on my watch
the
saying my heart rate's over 120.
All right, so May 16th, we will be back on Twitch and Facebook Live.
You were saying.
I'll be back in
Mm-hmm.
Central Time then. Entertainist
right.
to my over
Thanks
here
so
will
much.
be the only one.
There you go.
Talk about everything.
Yeah. We suck at this.
hey, hold up. I want to be the last one to say something to the group really quick before we finish the group here, the stream here.
Of course you do.
I just want to say, everybody watching, just remember, black is always sus.
I just had to do that.
Alrighty, guys. If you guys want to stay in the loop with us, make sure you hit all of our social medias up, located on the top left of your screen.
I have a question afterwards. Sorry.
You stop talking. You stop talking.
Just
I'm
stop
trying.
it.
If you guys,
I come up these as you guys are talking.
He just wants an extra 20 minutes just to beat 3.
No, I just want to ask if we should plug our own YouTube channels and Twitches.
of course.
If not, it's okay. I just want to ask. Since we're all YouTubers here,
And if you're watching the later broadcast on YouTube right now, then if you look in the description, that is where you will find all of our channels.
Except me, I don't
that's all I want to ask.
TJ.
Except for TJ.
But
TJ's the only
TJ
one
is
that's not a YouTuber.
featured in our videos.
A lot, especially if you think the funniest guy in all my videos is this guy right here. I don't know if I'm pointing at him, but
You're pointing
it's
at Tyler.
it's TJ.
oh, thank you.
Let me move away from Tyler because he's definitely not the funniest.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're still pointing at him.
Let me point this way then. How about
There we
this?
go.
Is this
That's
better?
perfect.
That's all I want to say is that if you laugh at my videos, the reason you laugh is this guy. I don't know if I'm pointing at him yet. To me, on my screen, it's Tyler.
Yeah,
but I'm
you
trying to
got
point
him,
at
you got
it's
him.
TJ.
You got him.
There we go. I keep
It
forgetting
seems
that everything on the camera is like a mirror, so it's reversed.
Yeah, I know. It's so awkward.
But that's all I'm going to say, and my mouth is shut for the rest of the stream.
All right.
Guys.
We did it.
All right, have a good
Bye.
Have a great night. We'll see you next month.
Have a good day.
Joseph, it's like 9 o'clock at night.